Oi, 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 oi. Very, very, very good to be back. Listen, I had some internal solutions that I needed to deal with, and I dealt with them. Don't you worry. I am not Arsenal Football Club. I deal with them a lot quicker, because if I was Arsenal Football Club, you probably wouldn't have seen me until a month on Monday. But I'm not. And we're here this Monday, and I am with three of the biggest legends that I know in the Arsenal YouTube community. Come on. We got DJB to my right. How are you doing, brother?
Yeah, all good. All good. Yeah. Pleased to be here on a Monday night again. Here we go again. Arsenal Football Club. Here we go again. Jump on. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Let's all strap ourselves in. Another week.
Roller coaster.
Another week. Same outcome. This time, though, you've had the press conference of more crap coming from this manager's mouth. So here we go again.
Yeah, absolutely. And underneath that legend that is DJB is another legend, and his name is Shane Gooner. Always a pleasure. Always a bloody pleasure. Never a chore. Big up to you, my friend. How you doing?
All good, man. All good. Looking forward to it. Glad to be back for another Monday night. Always a pleasure to share a screen with three legends and a wonderful chat. And yeah, looking forward to getting into it, man.
Yeah, no, I'm buzzing, man. And obviously, when you slide to the left, you've got Normski, an absolute fridge della fucking freezer of a geezer. How you doing, Norms?
I've got a freezer behind me as well.
Yeah, doubling down on it, mate. Double geezer. Double geezer.
Yeah, no, I'm all good, mate. Good to be on the show with you again, Aaron. Big up to the chat, the panel.
Yeah.
World-class panel, world-class chat, mate. We're ready to go. Bit frustrated because we still haven't got the striker over the line. It's going to be a long, old summer.
We knew that, didn't we? The second the whistle blew in the last game of the season, we knew it was going to be a bit of a bust. But big up, man. Big up Aaron Martin as well. Big up to you, brother. Tyrese, come on, man. Big up this club. I know. I'll double feel you. I am alive. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I need a bloody shave as well. So apologies. I had someone throw change at me earlier. So yeah, you know. I picked it up. Obviously, you know, it's 5 pence. Of course, I'm going to pick it up. Come on, man. It's in ones like a strip club, and all they're just throwing them at me. But yeah, man. Big up, Fozzie. Looking forward to this. Looking forward to you being here, my brother. Gunnar SE, come on, man. He's bigging up everyone in the panel. We've got Compost. Big up to you, bro. Vigilante, the geezer. Always here, man. Always first class mod as well, to be fair with you. Always putting links in there. I will, once I finish this little bit, I will get it all pinned. BBK, come on, Tara, man. Big up to you, brother. We got Telly Tibbs. He's coming in there. That reporter also take the question. Yeah, we'll get into that. Don't worry. We got Quaja in the building. We got Jay Chambers in the building. Big up to you, brother. Gavin, come on, man. Big up to you, geezer. Who else we got in the building? Abaji, come on, man. Always a pleasure. Always an absolute pleasure. BX Gunner. Rinse and repeat with this club. Mate, let me just actually take that from there, right? So I've no surprise or shock to anyone. I've taken a little bit of a back seat from Arsenal the last week. So I'm thinking to myself, do you know what? I'm going to have a little look today. I didn't watch no streams. Promise you. Real facts, didn't watch no streams. I didn't look at no Arsenal news, not even a single shred of news. So I thought, oh, buzzing. Let's have a little look what we've got today. Absolutely fuck all changed, is it? Typical Arsenal, absolutely nothing. I thought we'd sign Gyökeres a week ago. That's bloody further away, that one. But we've confirmed Madueke, the best left winger in the world. We've confirmed him. Don't worry. He's better than Martinelli. He's much better than Martinelli, you know. He's much better than Trossard. We've upgraded there. We'll get into all of that. Good day to the panel. We've got a couple more. Just give us 2 seconds. Untouchables. Big up, brother. We're short. Absolutely. I'm definitely short as well. But we also had 52 million on Madueke. Mikel Arteta. Come on, man. It's almost like this manager knows how to push our bloody bastard of a buttons. But let's get right into it, yeah. I haven't been available for a week. Nothing's changed. Why is nothing progressing? I don't really know. We was all told, ladies and gentlemen, by all the top gooners, no. The 1st of June, cool, that's when the window opened. But it's going to be the 1st of July when we start making signings. So we waited all of that month, threw away the month. Then we was like, oh, no. Don't worry. As long as the plane, we've signed a striker, by the time we've got on the plane, which was 2 days ago, we're cool. Now they're all saying, we haven't played our first game yet, so there's still plenty of time. I'm sorry, man. How often are we going to be finessed by this absolute bollocks? They changed the dates even by 3 days. Well, we haven't had our first game yet. Come on. We are absolutely atrocious at bringing signings in. We've not done a great job, but Mikel Arteta thinks we've done a good job. Before I load up what I really want to talk about, I want to ask DJB, are you happy with Arteta's business, with Arsenal's transfer business, before I set up what we've got coming up next?
Yeah. I can't say I am, Aaron. I mean, he's shaking trees today, isn't he, apparently? And they're coming back looking older and determined and everything, you know. Where do I start? Well, the only upgrade at the moment, well, there isn't any upgrades because Gorkarez hasn't signed. So you can't even put him in that category. Madueke is not an upgrade. Zubamendi's a like for like. Norgard, let's be honest, who was talking of Norgard? Who would have had Norgard on the radar? Nobody. He's coming for one reason. He's the plan B, and if we're losing 1-0 or 2-1, stick Norgard on, get a set piece, use his height for long throw-ins, get Raya to pump the ball long. That's what Norgard's on there for. He ain't on there really to create anything. Kepa's Kepa, you know, another goalkeeper. Is he an upgrade on Raya? No. So here we are again. We're going into another season with a manager coming out with all sorts of nonsense again today, saying determined, looking older, everyone's ready to go, blah, blah, blah. Players coming through the weekend, getting over injuries. You know, it's just another PR spin. Just the whole thing about the football club, it's just getting me down, man. Honestly, it's getting me down. I mean, why is the Gorkarez taking so long when we can just dish out 52 million for Madueke, get it done within weeks? The away kit gets turned out on time. All the pictures, all the glossy stuff, that all comes out on time. Meanwhile, Gorkarez is still spinning around, you know, Kylie Minogue settings, you know, and it's just fucking crazy. Do you know what I hope, mate? And this is going to sound really vicious and really horrible. I hope it falls flat on its arse now. I hope he ends up at Man United because it's the only thing that's going to make it's the only thing. And I'm breaking my heart saying it, guys. I'm breaking my heart saying it. It's the only thing that's going to get this fan base because they're still there. They're still behind him. They're still worshipping the ground he walks on. I'm still listening to Dross on streams in the morning. You know who the people are. Shane rips into them every morning and rightly well. So. They know who they are. And you listen to the crap every single morning. I have to turn it off. Can't listen to it. I'd love for them to come and meet me one day and just sit down and talk to me about it because it's just madness. I mean, yeah, I'm just. Do you know what? Right, I done a stream last night, and I've been saying to the chat, just get your head around things, guys. Just get your head around things. Don't let this club ruin your summer. Don't let it ruin your holiday. If you're going off on your holidays, don't let this club ruin it. Yeah. Just get your head around. Think of something really ridiculous that this club does and just get your head around it that it's going to happen. And then you won't be too disappointed. You'll just go, oh, well, here we go again. Another chapter. And, I just, it's tiring, man. It's tiring. We can't even get players out the door. We've got Sambi Lokonga on tour. We've got Reece Nelson on the plane going on pre-season friendlies. We've got Zinchenko on the plane. These are the players we got rid of.
Yeah. We had to wait, though, until July the 1st. But what the Top Gooners forgot to mention was that didn't include sales.
No, but this is what I'm trying to say. If you look at that squad that's out there now, we've got players that shouldn't even be wearing the Arsenal football shirt, let alone a tracksuit. Do you know what I mean?
On big money day.
It's madness. You know, and he's he's coming out with, oh, he's really excited and we know the next challenges and this, that and the other. Come on. Listen, as I said to you before, any real Arsenal fan now could put their hand on their heart and say, and if you asked them the question, could we win the Premiership? They would turn around and say no. How have we got to the point 6 years down the line with this football manager where we are no closer of winning the Premiership? Nearly £1 billion spent, and we are no closer winning the Premiership. We're further away.
DJ. Further
We're
away.
further away.
Further.
Champions League,
Right.
we're 1,000,000 miles
Much
away.
further. Yeah.
How are we in this position under this manager when we've been told to trust the process, and we are no closer to winning? And I'm gonna let someone else come in, and we're no closer of winning the Premiership. And the problem I've got, Aaron, is that there are fans of my age that have been following this football club for as long as I have, or just a bit less. And they're actually saying that he's done a brilliant job and look where he's taken us and finishing second and the football's this and the football's that. They're absolutely clueless. Absolutely. And it's just mind-boggling. It's crazy. And I'm just fed up with it, my friend. I'm just fed up with it.
Mate, it's killing the club. That's without shadow of a doubt. And do you know what? These people don't even realise they're doing it. That's the biggest problem. How do you get someone to come round to our way of thinking, or at least a normal, logical way of thinking, when they're so far gone? Like, they are so far gone. And what it is you protect your investment, right, at cool costs. And these lot are so heavily invested in Mikel Arteta, so heavily invested that it don't matter what logic you throw at them, all of this and all of that, they will still protect their investment in, which is in the club, in Mikel Arteta, because they know the second they say something like, yeah, maybe this hasn't worked, they're finished, absolutely finished. So like Shane, all you boys, they double down. So they double down, which makes them even more ridiculous. And it makes the problem even more ridiculous because it's a weird little circle of nonsense, really, where you've got, if the board see that everyone's happy inside the stadium and everyone's giving all thumbs up and buying the stuff, well, what's wrong? It doesn't matter. We've got ownership that don't give a shit about trophies, and they said that within the first couple of weeks of buying Arsenal Football Club. They couldn't give a shit. We've known that for ages anyway. That's absolute fact. Now what we've got is we've got ownership that couldn't give a shit about trophies, that clearly everyone gives a shit about money. Let's give that absolutely right. Of course they want to turn a profit, not at the expense of trophies for Arsenal Football Club, and that's our problem. We want trophies first. They want profits first. But what we've got here is we've got a huge fan base that are just gut Mikel Arteta, and they're like, oh, fuck me, look at the shirt sales. They're getting bigger and better every single year. Everyone's buying the Champions League patches and the name on the back. 110 quid, by the way. Everyone's buying all of that shit. Everyone's going to the games. We see it, don't we? Every single game, with a clear bag, so they don't have to go through the search. The clear bag, they're spending, and them bags are fucking full absolutely rammed with shit from this football club. And then they'll come in and they'll sing North London forever. Yeah. And that's it. They'll clap after the game.
And then they'll have the selfies done outside the ground and all the selfies.
Giving it all the fucking boshes.
Yeah.
So we've got an ownership that couldn't really give a shit. But what they're going is how much money are we making? All right, cool. So what's the issue? Man. So we need to turn this around. And to be fair, it's a lot easier said than done for us, isn't it, Shane, man? We're fucked. And you know more than anyone, man. Your breakfast show calls them out left, right, and centre, and I love it. It's the best breakfast show out there. It's frustrating, isn't it? What can we do? Do you ever get posed this question, Shane? Because they're like, just before we come to Nomsky as well. Do you ever get posed this question? Oh, fuck me, I've actually just forgot the question. Yeah. That's me having 1,000 things running through my fucking brain.
Yeah. No, do you know I did.
Yeah, rescue me. Shane.
I did just want to address Untouchables here, who says, all Gooners love Arteta. Thanks for breaking that stupid young kids don't know better narrative. Shane likes the push. If anything, I often say it's great that there's fans out there like Josh true gooner, that there's fans like Alfie.
Yeah.
I do say that the younger fans are more easily led, mate, but I don't know what narrative you're getting that from. But yeah, we are absolutely screwed. As you said, these people that are destroying our club, these so-called fans that are Arteta fans, and they don't even know they're doing it. That's true to an extent, but there's some of them that do know what they're doing. The guys that I go for every day, they know what they're doing. They want to keep it the way it is because they sell hope, they peddle hope, and they want it. If this club's winning all the time, people don't need to go to Cantons. They don't need to go to Semius to be told everything's okay, because everything is okay. You know, and these are the fans now that are out there constantly mudding Chelsea and mudding United and mudding Liverpool. Liverpool are buying the league, City are this, Chelsea are that. When your team's winning, you don't need to do that. You don't need to go and to attack other clubs, because you just say, if you were in a football argument, oh yeah, well, we're league champions, we're the best. We can't say that. So they don't even realise that they're going out there and they're attacking other clubs for all the wrong reasons. They're doing it. They're just trying to bring down other clubs because they know how bad we are. This is our problem. Our club is gone beyond belief. I've never seen the likes of it. I watched that press conference today. I had to fast forward through most of it, even though it was 10 minutes. I took 2 little clips out of it. He's worse than ever. He was always going to be. And the thing is, when he says, oh, yeah, we're still short. We're still short. And everybody goes, oh, this is great. He's pushing the board to get more signings. How can a manager who's been at the club 6 years have 5 players handed to him with a 6th basically coming through the door and still be short, and no one question why he's short? How the fuck can he be short? Even with these 5, maybe 6 players, we only come back up to what we had last season, and we only had 22 players last season, including 2 loans. So we lost 6 players if you count the 2 loans going back. So even with these, we still had the smallest squad in the league with, I think, the 2nd highest wage bill, maybe the 3rd highest now with the way Liverpool has spent. But it's insanity. You get people rate the transfer window, rate this, rate that. If you really want me to, I will. It's fucking terrible. As DJV said, we haven't upgraded anywhere. We have not upgraded anywhere. Oh, and I saw the narrative that they were trying to push on the 12th man when fucking D and the Yorkshire Ripper were trying to come up with ways to defend this, to defend this fucking transfer window. And oh well, answer me this: is Norgard an upgrade on Jorginho? What is Norgard? And number one, he's not. Anyway, he's not. You know what I mean? Would Norgard get his game over at Palmeiras or Flamengo where over in Brazil? No, he wouldn't. Where Jorginho is. And what a stupid way to put it. Oh, is Madueke an upgrade on Sterling? He's not here to replace Sterling, mate. He's here to replace one of the left wingers. Why are you wording the question that way? The fact that you have to word the question that way, the fact that you have to word the question that way means that you were searching for reasons to defend him. If you have to go out looking for reasons to defend this guy, you must know that things aren't right. If you're looking around for little stats that you have to twist and manipulate, and you have to go, okay, maybe if I move that over here, and if I take Rodrigo's first year at Leeds and I move Madueke's best year here, then maybe it comes up to the same. Wait, while you're doing that, searching around, you must know that things aren't right if you're having to do that. But yet they still do it. I saw a stat someone put up. Gal used it, and a few others used it. Your one, that Goon Squad, whatever her name is, they used it for Mascara. I think he was the highest percentage of front-facing tackles or something like that. Something ridiculous. That he must have to go looking for it. But what they do is they just put his picture next and put him at number 1 and ahead of all these top defenders. And people don't read the rest. They just see that he's number 1. They go, oh, great, he's brilliant. I saw one comment on AFTV. Robbie was talking about Bert is cooking. Let's have it right. Bert is cooking. And he names off 2 players and he can't remember anymore, right? But he also, someone put in the comments saying, Robbie, 2 weeks ago, you didn't know who Mascara was, right? Another guy responded to him going, neither did I, right? And then the second sentence, seems like a good signing though. So you're admitting you didn't know who it was. So where did you find out it was a good signing? Off the man who admitted he didn't know who he was 2 weeks ago. So you got told he was a good signing. And now you're going around telling people it's a good signing. You didn't know who he was 2 weeks ago. Now it seems like a good signing. We are without a doubt, the worst fan base in the world. I think I put that picture up in one of the groups today. That the new jersey launch for the away jersey, all you can see is a pair of hands holding it, and someone has put a picture of Gyökeres like that, going, "These are the same hands. Look, they're the same hands. They're Gyökeres' hands holding it." What have we come to?
No, that guy had a hand transplant. That's what was in his hands. It was a hand transplant.
Hand transplant. I mean, where have we gone as a club? It's gone beyond a joke, to the point where I'm wondering. You know, it's got to the point where I'm thinking, I don't see a point. I know that there has to be some day where he won't be manager, but I just can't see it. I can't see it. It's like I am going to
Too-
die, and he'll still be
We've gone
manager.
too deep. We've gone too deep, man. We've gone
Too deep now. I'm like, he's going to be here.
Deep,
He's
though.
going to be here.
Pause.
I'll be on my deathbed, and he'll
Right.
be 76, and he'll still be manager. And I'll be going, what is going on, man? Please.
We're
Before
too
I
deep,
die, I
boys.
want to see him sacked. It's
We're too
terrifying.
deep in Mikel Arteta,
Yeah,
boys. We need to fucking get out. Too deep.
Trouble is, right, before Norsky comes in, we had all this last summer, didn't we? We had this conversation last summer. Why didn't we sign a striker? Why didn't we sign this one? Why didn't we? And we was naming 3 or 4 players that we should have signed to make us stronger. Come on, we've finished 2 points behind Man City. Why didn't we go and get this player? Why didn't we go and get Elise? Why didn't we go and get Eze? Why didn't we? And here we are again, full circle. And this guy's been in charge all this time. And there's still players that he's got to get rid of, like he did when he joined the club. There's players that are hanging around on wages, dead wood, not good enough, that we need to get out the door. So we're back to that stage. We're back to the stage where we need to sign this player, that player, this player to make us stronger. So we're back to that stage. So this is what I'm saying. The process is just carrying on and carrying on and carrying on. And I just want to say, when I mention about fans and older fans and everything, I'm talking about fans across the board. I'm not, because a lot of the blame's been on younger fans wanting this manager and idolising this manager, and I'm trying to explain that it's fans of all ages that can't see the bigger picture, what's going on. I'm not having a dig at individual age group fans. I'm just putting it out there across the board that it's fans within Arsenal that's backing this process again, and it's just got to stop. It's just got to stop, man.
Yeah. Now, facts, absolute facts. Just quickly before Normski comes in, I do want to play this because Gianni sent me this earlier. It's on TalkSport, and we all know Jamie O'Hara is an absolute pleb. Yeah, I mean he's a tit beyond all belief.
He's a shit footballer.
But there is
well.
there's a bigger tit, and this. I can't believe he's let himself down like this. Let me play this audio, man.
A couple of titles slipped through our fingers.
Can we hear it?
We almost won, but this year things will be different. I have a lot of faith in that. So he's very confident, Jamie. They're ready to reach new heights this season. Can Arsenal reach
Big
new
up
heights
Gianni
this
for
season?
sending
Will
it
they
in.
reach new heights this season?
If they get Gyökeres, they've got a chance. You know, what's going on with that deal? I mean, they're going to make that deal
How's
happen.
that taking so long?
Why is it taking so long? Just pay the money.
Yeah.
You need a striker. You've been after a striker for how many seasons, and you still haven't got Gyökeres over the line. You know, you're watching Liverpool get it done. You watch Man City rebuild. You're watching Tottenham try and get players. You know, everyone trying to do deals. Come on, do you want to win the league? Do you want to win the league, Arsenal? Well, if you do, you need to get that deal done. Don't let someone come in the last minute and nick him off you. Do I think they'll win the league? No, I don't. I don't think they'll win the league. I don't think they've got the minerals. I think Liverpool have got a better team, and I think they've got a better manager.
Who have they signed so far, Arsenal?
They've signed Zubimendi, Norgard and Kepa. But of course, as Jamie mentioned... and Madueke, of course, has come through as well. 50
Is that
million.
Official?
Yeah, Madueke, so yeah, that's official, yeah. And
Well,
of course,
they're good signings, and if they get the striker,
Yeah, the striker's
I'd put
the
him in the hat, I would.
Yeah.
It's like it's up for grabs, the title.
but Jamie, they're in
Good signings. Good signings. Anyone
These are
figured out who the
professional
voice
footballers,
is?
man.
Anyone figured out who the voice is?
Play the last bit again. Do it again.
Jamie, they're interested. They
Yes.
haven't got the minerals to go to the line. We know they've been in a couple of title races.
That's
Good
Keown, Martin
signings.
Keown. Is that Martin Keown?
Good signings. No, it's
Dean
O'Hara.
Saunders.
I don't know who the narrator is, but it's Saunders saying this
Oh,
absolute.
Dean Saunders.
feeling
Dean
Last
Saunders.
couple
Yeah.
of seasons. Is that fair? Do you think Dino not just?
No, it's not fair.
That's not fair.
No, Liverpool won the league last year, and when they actually won the league, they'd only lost 2 games. So how'd you beat that?
Previous 2 seasons though, leading twice in a row.
Yeah, but they're up there. Only one team can win the league. You haven't failed, have you? If you come second, it's not failure, surely. Only one team can win the league.
If your ambition is to win the Premier League, then it's failure, isn't it?
Hold on. Well, if your ambition is to win the league and you finish second, that's
not failure.
You failed.
So,
Big
How
up,
does
Jamie.
Jamie
O'Hara.
O'Hara get it, but most of our fan base doesn't? This is the question, and it's not finished. There's a bit more as well. I just had to pause it for there. How does Jamie O'Hara fucking get it, but 90% of our fan base doesn't?
Don't.
How? Just how?
So every other team then.
Hold on. Sorry, what?
So every other team that doesn't win the league. So you got the top 4 next season,
Okay,
right?
but every other team's not trying to win the league. Arsenal,
Man City,
800 million to win the league, right?
Yeah,
They got beat by a team that didn't spend any money and brought in a manager in his first season in the Premier League and won the league.
No,
So you failed.
If you come second in the league, you haven't failed.
Facts.
Why is Jamie O'Hara talking absolute fucking facts?
He gets it.
Gianni sent it to me. He sent it to me earlier, and I went, "Oh, Jamie O'Hara's on it." I
Yeah,
think
he's gonna
a
start, yeah.
fucking bit of a. And then I listened to it, and I was like, "Sorry, mate. Yeah, actually, he's fucking spat facts for 5 or 6 minutes. Let's get back into it."
You haven't
Okay,
failed.
if you're Nottingham Forest, you finish second, amazing. If you're Man United, Tottenham, you finish second, well done. Right? Arsenal's ambition is to win the league. If they don't win the league, then it's
But
failure.
Jamie, it's so difficult to win the league.
No, I know it is, but that's your job.
So you can
that's
have
the
a goal,
ambition.
can't you? And you can get pipped at the post.
Okay, here's
So
a question
if you
for you
get
then.
pipped at the post,
Okay,
the only thing
if
I'd
Man
say
City
is,
don't win the league,
yeah,
have they failed?
not really. They're rebuilding.
Okay,
They're rebuilding. So
Move
their
it.
their
There we go.
ambition
Move
would
the
be to
post.
win the league.
Okay.
But
Move it.
You
Move
booked
it. Move it.
Move them goalposts.
Move those goalposts.
Well, they're rebuilding. They're rebuilding.
Oh my lord.
They're rebuilding, Man City. And then he goes on to say about Liverpool. So basically, he expects none of them to win the league and be disappointed about it. Listen
is
to
Liverpool,
this shit.
if Liverpool finish second, is that failure?
not really.
So it's not failure for any of them. It's not failure for Arsenal. It's not failure for Liverpool, and it's not failure for Man City. What the fuck are we doing here? So no one wins the Premier League. There's no failure. There's no anything like that. Just makes excuses for everyone. I've never heard a bigger crock of shit come out of Dean Saunders' mouth
Not
in my
really.
life.
No,
Yeah, I'm
they're in the hat. They're in the hat.
Dino,
They're in the
Dino,
hat.
Only one team can win the league.
Oh,
Dino,
so
the rest
all the other
haven't
19
failed.
teams.
Go on, Shane.
All the other 19 teams are in the hat as well. You know what I mean? Every team's in the hat at the start. It's such a lot of bollocks, man. Why is this still even an argument? How can a professional footballer say that when you set out to win the league and don't win it, it's not a failure?
What's he
If
won?
if Brighton start the season and don't win the league, that's not a failure. But if you're meant to be winning it, if that's your objective is to win the league and you don't win it, you failed. You failed at you didn't meet your objective.
That's what Jamie O'Hara said.
Right.
That's Arteta's number one goal. That's why we've spent all this money. We ain't spent all this money to unwrap Christmas presents and open up Easter eggs. We've come with them.
Sadly, we have.
We've come to win the league.
Yeah, but don't forget, guys, we're short. We're short. Don't forget.
We are short.
Shake.
That 150% short.
Shaking
150%
trees,
short.
Lords. We're shaking trees.
Arsenal spending, given how close they've come to winning the league.
But
I think
everybody
Jamie-
else has
I think,
spent.
do you know, I'm not saying they're the only team, but Jamie's bang on there. And this is a compliment to Mikel Arteta, that he's built such a good team, such a strong team, that we're saying they're ready to win in Premier Leagues. And if they don't win in Premier League, I think domestically that is ultimately a failure, because they're at that level.
See, just quickly here, what he's saying is what all the top gooners say, yeah? So he took us from the depths of hell and he brought us to a stage where we're competing for the Premier League. All right, so when's he going to take the next stage then? They'd never answer that today. You know, he's took him and they're competing for the last 3 years. All right, cool. What about winning? What about winning for the last 3 years? They always forget that, don't they? Well, you know, only one person can win the Premier League. Only one person, yeah, but it's never really Arsenal, is it?
Have they spent more than Liverpool?
Yes.
Have they spent
Yes.
more than Man City?
Yes.
Yes.
No, they haven't.
Who?
Yes, they fucking
Arsenal.
have.
If you add it up over the years, like every year,
okay.
they're not spent. So they're all spending. So it doesn't give you the right just because you've spent a load of money. Everybody else is spending. It's a big. That race at the top is like Formula One.
No, I know, but finishing
is.
second
They're
in the
like
Premier
top
League
teams.
when your ambition is to win the Premier League is failure.
I don't think it is.
Arsenal's level now
Especially when
is to
you
win the
keep doing
Premier
it.
League. And this is, I think this is a compliment to Arteta in terms of what he inherited 5 years ago when they were finishing it. He's done a great job to
He's
take
done a
them to where
great
they
job
are.
to that level,
Yeah.
but now
Sam,
it's
you
the
only
time.
played each other twice a season,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
So Liverpool only lost 2 games.
Yeah.
So how do you jump above that? Even
No,
if you had a strike.
Almost like if you only lose 2 games, that's it. The Premier League's finished. We've seen teams win it on 5 losses, 6 losses, 7 losses, 1 loss, no loss. What we doing here? He's talking absolute fucking
Striker.
waffle.
I appreciate that.
So have they failed?
Arsenal last season.
Or did you just say well done to Liverpool?
You can say both, I think. I think Arsenal's ambition last season was to, given how good they are, given what great squad he's built, was to win the Premier League, you know?
How did Arsenal get on against Liverpool?
Liverpool only lost 2 games, and you can't play them every week. Can you? You can't play to stop them. You can only,
how did Arsenal get on against
We didn't
Liverpool?
beat them.
Last
We did
season,
play.
did they beat? Were they one of the 2 games that they lost?
I don't know.
I know they definitely drew
No,
the Emirates
true,
2-2.
Paul.
I
Do your
know.
homework.
Research.
Well,
But Dino, right,
that's your job, isn't it?
But Dino, if you offer Arsenal second place next season, right now they're not taking that, are they? Because their
Obviously.
ambition next season is to win the Premier League.
I
think Arsenal would take second. I would. I think they'd take second.
I don't think they take it. They've got to try and
Why
they've
would you
got to
take
try and
second?
win the
What's the
Premier League,
point
haven't
in
they?
taking second?
They're not going to take second for a ball's kicked.
I think Arsenal would.
Do you think Spurs can come above them next season if you get Gibbs White in?
No.
I tried to tempt you there with a little one. I was like, as I asked that,
Sam.
as I asked that, I thought you came 17th last season.
How mad is that? How
They're
fucking mad is that?
ex-footballers. Talking like a bunch of nerds around the table. Like that's just. I mean, where's it gone? I don't understand if these were the young YouTuber, semi-U type guys that are all soft and it's all about the journey and stuff like that. These are ex-footballers from a generation where it's all about winning. What has happened?
Yeah.
What's happened to them?
Don't know, man.
Have they has the world just affected them the same as the other people? I don't get it, man. I really don't.
Don't know.
Just
mind-boggling.
quickly, big up to Suge. He's saying big up Adam, big up Sean, big up DJB, and big up Normski as well, man. Hit the likes, make sure you subscribe to this amazing collection of people. You are too kind, and I'm sure you will insult me in the next one. That's just how Suge does, and I like it. Don't change. Big up Suge as well again. My missus doesn't follow football, but her only comment on the new merch was, why is it blue?
It's
Why
very
we got
Chelsea,
being-
isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I had no response. Do you know what? What happened to a yellow bloody kit?
Yeah, where is
We
it
want a
gone?
yellow
We don't
kit.
deserve it
how
at the
many-
moment. You know what? I'm kind of glad we don't deserve it at the moment.
Do you know what?
You
I've
know what I
never
mean?
looked at it
We
that
deserve
way,
it.
Shane. I've never looked at it that way. And do you know what? I fucking actually agree with you there.
Yeah, I don't want it until he's gone. I don't want it back until he's. I'd love it next summer he's gone and we get a yellow kit back and I'm finally buying a new kit again. You know what I mean? With Arteta gone on the back.
Do you know what? I like that. I'm actually 100% with you. Yeah. It's nice, isn't it, when you listen to a point and you go, oh, yeah, do you know what? I've never really looked at it like that. That's great.
It's not why
and I
they've done
agree
it.
with you.
It's why I don't want it to come back.
Yeah, but I actually really think that's, I actually stand with that. I think that's a great take, to be fair. Yeah, I don't want, I'm actually totally with you. You done me there, Shane.
We've had too many happy moments with the yellow kits for these pricks to be wearing it.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you. But listen, man, when we've got, and I'll come in with norms, when we've got professional ex-footballers, and even Jamie O'Hara gets it. This is where I want to take this just for a very, very. How does Jamie O'Hara get it, and 90% of Arsenal's fan base don't? Norms, like
because they're tapped into the Arteta matrix, mate. That's what it is. They're literally tapped into there, and they can't release themselves from there. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, some of the stuff that Shane sends, and we send it over stuff. We just like, what is this really? What's really going on? And listen, guys, it's simply rinse and repeat. This is what we get in Groundhog Day, Netflix. This is what we get in every single year. He's talking about shaking the tree, and as you can see behind me, I have one that I created earlier. And you see the pound notes falling out. Those are the wasted money that we spent on new faces coming to this club. Madam Wakey, £52 million, and we're quibbling over 2.5 because we don't like the actual way they put the add-ons on for this deal with Gyökeres.
Crazy.
We're prepared to pay 48 million up front and go, yep, there we go. Thank you very much, sorted. Yet we're quibbling about this. This is an absolute joke. 9 days ago, 10 days ago, we was told that it's here we go soon, and we're still here. The plane is taken off, as you said, Aaron, in the last one. It's taken off. You said, "I bet you any money they're going to go to that pre-season without a striker," and that's what's happened. And you know what else, guys? You know what else, guys? Right? We're going into another pre-season unprepared, just like last season. Right? Last season, We didn't get no striker, right? We didn't get no striker. What did he say in August 2024? After we beat Aston Villa, I think it was 2-0, right? He said we were short, right? What did he do about it? He went to spend £80 million on Moreno and Calafiori, he's now blaming the Italian national team for his injuries. This is what he does, push the blame onto all these guys. We are going into a pre-season with Moreno and Havertz up front. How are we expected to prepare going in for a new... When it comes to the new season, you've got my man sitting on the beach somewhere, yeah? And the thing about it, the longer it goes on, as a player, you'll be thinking to yourself...
They don't want me.
Yeah, right. You took the words out of my mouth, Shane. Do they want me?
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely... No, you're fine. No, that's fine. It's absolutely ridiculous what we're doing here. We're not behaving like a big club. Go on, sorry.
Once, if United came in and slapped down the money, he'd go, well, they want me. They're the ones who want me. They're after paying the money straight up. They want me. You know, these players are egomaniacs as well. Let's get it right. And from what, with the amount of clubs he's had and the way he held his club to ransom, Gyökeres could be a mercenary for all we know. You know what I mean? He paid him to ransom. He's had to think 6 different clubs. He's 27.
Yeah.
If United come in and slap down the money and say, we want you, Amarin, his father figure, I want you back. Yeah, well, you want me. Fuck them. They don't want me.
Yeah. But you know what I mean?
I was on with Taron today, BBK, big up the legend. And he said to me, Shane, tell me how the plane can leave for Singapore and Arteta doesn't have a striker on the plane. And I said, Taron, he does. Havertz, that's his striker. He does have him on the plane. You know what I mean? He has his striker on the plane. Yeah. He would love to go into the new season without Gyökeres. I'm telling him right now, he'd love to go into the new season.
Oh, definitely.
If it fell through, then it's the board's fault. Then he has that to fall back on. Then he can play Havertz and all that. Sorry,
No, you're good, bro. Just quickly as well, man. Michael, wallop, whammy. Mad how you lot have took this long for Gyökeres while my team could have Ekitike in less than a week.
Yeah,
but it's different rules for some reason for everyone else and Arsenal Football Club. Let's not forget, we had to wait until the 1st of July. Oh, yeah, that's irrelevant now because the 1st of July is gone. So, we're on even playing field.
We did the Madueke deal quicker than the Ekitike one. We did that in about 3 days.
Yep. So we can do it.
We can do it when it's an Arteta song. We can do it when it's an Arteta song.
It simply smells of Arteta not wanting a number 9. He preferred to play with a false 9 because you cannot tell me after putting down 50 million euros, after putting down that kind of money, and you're quibbling over 10 million add-ons, and now they want to pay in 4 installments. Now I need to understand, guys, because I was trying to ask my son, this 4 installments that they want to, is it over like 4? Is it 2.5 each year? Or is it what is it? Can somebody just sort of clear that up for me? Because I just need to just get that clear in my head.
It's 4 installments over the 10 million, I think, Norm. So it's not even over the main fee.
Oh, it is. They're not asking for anything sporting. They're not asking for anything complicated. They're not asking for anything above and beyond. We are now the problem holding up this deal. Arsenal Football Club. Yeah. It's not sporting. It's nothing to do with the player. The player wants to come. The club wants to do the deal. It is simply Arsenal Football Club yet again. And I'll tell you now, the longer it goes on, someone will come in and they'll just go, bang, there's the money.
Here's the money.
No Klarna, no monthly, no, what add-ons does he want? How do you want it sporting? Oh, we want it like this. Yeah, no problem. Bang, done. And that'll be it. Last Friday, the guy was having a medical, apparently.
Yep.
According to some Arsenal stations, he's having a medical and it's done and he's in London and he's having a medical and he's this and he's that and he's this and he's that. And here we are again. Tuesday will become Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday. That's another week. And to be honest with you, if you've only got to look at Arteta, and I can't believe the questions that get asked this guy. They're just so up his street, and he's never really put under pressure, is he? Never really. You see any other manager, and big up the Hammers that are in the chat as well, my friend.
Yeah, big up James as well.
You have a look what their manager gets put under with the questions he'll get asked. If things all go pear-shaped when they come in. Arteta, it's like, I'd be nailing him now. Why ain't the Gyökeres? Where's your striker? Why are you getting on a pre-season without a striker? Why are you only 4 weeks away and you're unprepared without a striker? Why is it? What is happening? Surely you're not confident of winning the Premiership without a striker. What is that? And I'd be nailing him all the time in that press conference. But it's like, he talks about trees and all sorts of crap. Honestly, it's a mess. It's a mess.
It's embarrassing, isn't it? I mean, it's absolutely embarrassing. Outside looking in, James, big up for joining us, mate. Outside looking
How's
in.
it going, lads?
All right.
Yeah, I mean, all right, I guess. It's same old, really, mate. Same old.
Well, listen, I ain't spoke to you for a while. Last time I spoke to you, everything was all sort of dead in the West Ham world, and all of a sudden, Mohammed Kudus decides to go to them, which it erupted something chronic. Yeah, I mean, so and yeah, I've sort of come down from that. I got clipped up by a load of Tottenham last week, and we went viral. But fuck it, it is what it is, because I was literally so angry. I've never been so angry with things. But I'm hearing what you were just saying about Gyökeres. That's been stalling for a while now, isn't it? Let's be honest, and it should have been done a long time ago. I think they're waiting for someone to come in. Arsenal, if you want me to be honest, I think they're waiting for someone to come in to say that they've tried to get him and someone's took him off their hands, but no one's coming in. So I don't know. What it is. Where is your pre-season tour this year?
I think,
Singapore and Hong Kong.
Yeah, and when is that?
They're gone
now.
Now is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
now.
So basically, they need to get him out there, and don't they, as soon as for the pre-season.
Yeah, Wednesday's the first friendly.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if it's basically done and they're holding it for when the number 5s.
Yeah, but why put us through this, guys? Why put us
I'd
through
say
this?
They'll use it to announce around the court case. I wouldn't be shocked. Wouldn't be shocked if that's what they're doing.
You've got a point there, Shane. You've got a point there. You've got a point there.
So they announced Supermendy the day after when he got arrested.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All PR. All
but your
PR.
man Mosquera's done. There's pictures of him got leaked where he was getting all the Arsenal stuff done with the jersey and stuff like that, and all those got leaked, and they haven't announced him yet. They got leaked, so that was done. You know what I mean? So it's all silly. I don't know. They try to spread it out.
Pure PR.
Gyökeres is our last signing as well. Let's get it right. He's our last signing.
Oh yeah.
So the longer they leave it, and then they hit us with it right before the transfer deadline, and then there's no time to go. But what about Eze? Oh no, it's over. What about Rodrigo? No, it's over. You know what I mean? That this is the type of shit they do. It's all sort of, it's silly PR and it's childish, but it's the way they do it. And they think they're, like as Lee would say, they think they're slick, and they're not. If you just peel it back a little bit, you can see what they're up to. We are the most crooked club, as in, it's always lies. It's lie upon lie upon lie. And I know all clubs would say that, but we are just the worst for it. I wouldn't be surprised if they're holding it off for that court case, or to because it's the last signing, and then there's no time to react and say, well, what about so and so, or what about this player? Because it's what they do. It's what Arsenal do, man. It's always the same with this club. Always the fucking same.
Do you know what? It's pretty similar to us. Like, it's the same story, but just a different year. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, I sort of understand it. Yeah,
copy and paste, isn't it? It's just so copy and paste.
Yeah, but why are they like that though? Like, what's the reason? Why hold back when the fan base would be?
Because we have 90% that don't give a shit. We have 90% that will defend everything this club does. Everything this club does. We're being told to wait. We're being told this is how it works. Wait until the first. Wait until the plane takes off. Wait until they have all of these guys. They're all hired. They're all paid. The semi-U's are out there saying that everybody needs to relax. The money pennies, everybody needs to relax. AFTV, Bert is cooking, all this. And it's just, they can do whatever they want, and these guys will defend it. Because I was saying earlier, as soon as we start winning or get a new manager, these guys become irrelevant, because people only go to them. I saw, Nora's only seen it when I was covering it with your man Semiu. He wasn't even being negative. He just wasn't being as hyper positive as he normally is. And people were in his comments going, unfollowed, stop doing this, be more like Tom Canton. Don't tell me. They just, the modern day wimps, man. They can't hear bad news.
It just seems like to me,
selling positivity.
It just seems like to me though, Shane. Yeah, there's two sides of defense, and basically whatever side you're on, the other side's the enemy. That's what it feels like.
It's civil war now at this stage. It is civil war at this stage, because there's nobody in between. There's nobody left in between. So that's civil war. And this is the problem, that we're still the minority. Be more like Tom Canton. There you go, dear. That's what the comment said. Word for word. Be more like Tom Canton. Stop.
Just support the club. Just support the club.
Just support the club.
It don't matter how long it takes. Just support the club. That's the narrative.
last thing. That's what they finished with.
Doesn't matter how long it takes.
Yeah.
Does not matter how much money we spend, how long it takes. All you've got to do, your job is a supporter. You support. Yeah. That's all you do.
Your mate Charlie Watts, Aaron. Your mate Charlie Watts was on fire.
Karen Dash abomination.
I think that's such an insulting thing for any person to turn around and say, like to go and say to someone, "Oh, you just support the club," and this geezer might only be about.
That's what Bab said. It's your obligation to support. Hang on a second, I can still call it out, mate. It's my obligation to love my kids.
Yeah,
so I can still tell them when they're wrong and ground them when they do the shit that's wrong, mate. You know what I mean? I don't just let them away with everything.
I wouldn't mess with Shane. Fuck that.
But you know what I mean? Like that's like Charlie Watts was on fire, Aaron, contradicting himself in sentences. You know, he said, "I wasn't behind the Mad Wakey signing, but I'm excited." That sentence doesn't work. It doesn't work, right? And then
they don't exist in both universes.
Finally, we have someone to challenge Saka, and then in the same sentence says, "But Saka won't get dropped unless he's injured, suspended, or has a massive drop off in form." So he's not here to challenge him then. It doesn't matter what. This is one thing that really gets me is people saying, finally, we have squad depth. We've had squad depth before. When this manager has his 11, that's the only 11 that plays. He could have 40 players. They're not coming in unless it's total disaster, unless it's a hamstring snapped or an ACL or a suspension. That's the only way you're coming in. Look what he did, the way he froze out Tierney for Zinchenko. Then he froze out Zinchenko for Lewis Skelly. Whoever's in his... If Saka can walk, he's playing. If Rice can walk, he's playing. If Gabriel can walk, he's playing.
What does that do as well, ultimately, for the players that don't quite work out?
They know they're never
getting their sell-on value. It cripples their sell-on value. They're already overpaid. They're massively already overpaid. And guess what happens then? Look at the Fabio Vieira, for argument's sake. Look at the... I'm not... We shouldn't have signed him anyway, 35 million quid. He's actually not on high wages, but we're not getting anywhere near that back. After 2 years, it's not a good look when you're loaning him back for free to the club that you signed him from 2 years ago. And then you're like, well, we actually want 25 million quid for him. No one's fucking paying it. No one's paying it. Do you know what you should have done? You should have just cut your losses and sold him last year, but you loaned him back. And it's just the look. Arsenal don't know how to spell.
I think what it is, though, with Arsenal, though, Aaron, is that like when I look at like Raheem Sterling, there's no reason to have him. He's gone for a name rather than the quality. Do you know what I mean? You'd rather have someone like young, up and coming, who you can build with, rather than just a person who's been there, seen it, done it, and you're just going for a name. But I don't know.
That's Madueke now, though, James. Apparently, that's Madueke. How would you feel about having Madueke to replace Kudus? Would you feel like he's going to replace the goals, the talent, or would you feel it'd just be, well, it's Madueke?
I just don't understand that transfer. That's the one, like, from an outsider looking in, like, and you know what I'm saying. I will. I'll just say this quickly. I just look at it and I feel like there was other quality options out there you could have went and got.
Yeah, like, 30 million went to Juventus.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you know what I mean? And it seems like it's a just seems like it's a fucking quick fix for me. Like,
he wants to play him at the left. He apparently wants to play him at the left. That's the rule. He wants to play him at the left.
Fucking crazy.
He started 7 games for Chelsea at the left last season, scored 0, assisted 0. But apparently he sees him. He can turn him into a left winger. Can't
bring Martinelli to the next level, so he cops out by spending 52 million on Madueke. And this is the Wanyeri thing as well. He signed Manweri, and everyone's going about Wanyeri. And I keep saying it. Wanyeri's getting no game time. He's going to end up on loan. He could even end up at West Ham on loan.
The problem is as well,
he's going to end up on loan. When this
deal was announced, everybody across Arsenal fandom, was like, what's going on with this deal? Everybody was confused. Why are we going for this Chelsea player, and why are we going to spend 52 million? And the fact that we did it in such a short space of time, just couldn't understand it. Now, all of a sudden, now we've stuck to our guns to say we don't want this player. And they've obviously come up and said, oh, everybody's putting up hashtags, and saying we don't want him at the club. And now they sort of turn it as as somebody's being persecuted or whatever you want to call it. Playing the victim.
It's a guilt trip now.
It's a guilt. So they do the guilt trip thing, But then those people now are turning around and going, like the Babs, like the Egals, like the Tom Cantons, the Charlie Watts, all of those now justifying now why we should get. It's good business. That's one of the buzzwords. It's good business. Yeah, and he can do something on the left for what Mr. Moneypenny was talking about. I don't know if it was even talking about tight small space,
touchline,
whatever it was. But listen, they're now destroyer, whatever, wraps his foot around the ball at Christmas and everything. They're just trying to justify spending money on this guy. He's not worth it. Simple as, right? And we shouldn't have got him. And this is the reason why. This is the reason why now we can't go for the proper targets that we need to, because we're going to spend wasting £52 million on this player. And I've spoken to Chelsea. I've spoken to Chelsea fans, right? And I've said to them, if he stayed at your club, where would he be in the pecking order? They say they'd probably be third or fourth pecking order. So why are we paying £52 million for this guy?
True. Also, Norski, did you hear the question in the brief? He was asked, how did the players feel about Madueke? Oh, they've all welcomed him and all that. What the question should have been, because he knew the fans outrage when Madueke got signed. He knew the backlash that young man got when we signed him. The manager ain't stupid. The club ain't stupid. What the question should have been asked was, how do you think the fans are going to react to Madueke's sign? How do you think it's gone down with the fans? The Madueke.
You see, DJB, he could have used that then to read. He could have used that though to build up the whole persecution thing again, the guilt trip, and make us all feel bad about it. Because now the narrative is, if you don't back this guy, you are the person that sent him abuse. You are the person. You're the same as the person who did this. The media do it all the time. If you have any sort of opinion, they go, "Oh, you're far right," or you know what I mean. They put you at the first. Most insulting thing that they can put you at for having any opinion that differs. And I know Aaron was going, but I do. I will just finish. Did you see the footage of Madueke on the sign and when he's sitting down with Arteta watching a video of Arsenal's history, right? And it's just the Arteta years. It was just the Arteta years they were watching. There was you only see a glimpse of it, but it's just all I could see was Arteta years.
Did they say in the video something about legends? I'm sure they said looking at the legends.
The history of Arsenal, and then you just see it. And you see Saliba, and you see the goal against the Reece Nelson's goal and stuff like that. You don't see any Liam Brady or Tony.
No, you don't. You don't see no.
Maybe there was, but what I saw,
it was everything in the Emirates.
Batshit. That's proper batshit, man.
Yeah, but can you answer me why Arsenal do keep going to Chelsea though? Like, 'cause that's one thing.
It's a narcissism thing with Arteta.
Arteta already answered it.
He answered that.
He answered it today.
He already answered it, and I'll answer it. And I might be slightly paraphrasing, but it's because they've got so many good players and so many of them.
But this is the thing: when
you can't fucking write it. I'm not even joking.
Why wouldn't Madueke want to come to us? That's what he said. Yeah, they have so many good players, but he laid the groundwork for that earlier last season. Earlier last season, he was in it. I think it was with that fucking Gunner blog. That might have been him. I'm not sure. But he said, "Oh, who has the best attack in the league?" And he said, "Oh, Chelsea have the best attacking player." So he laid the groundwork for that months ago.
But Shane, the next question to that is: if you think Chelsea have got all these good players, where teams want to buy them, how comes no fucker comes for our players then? Where's all our good players under your sign?
Out there saying, "Why wouldn't Madueke want to come to us?" He was saying, "Why wouldn't Madueke want to come to us?" Go on.
Boys, just quickly, what made me laugh about that? I was like, "Oh yeah, Chelsea got so many good players. Why don't we sign them then? Why don't we sign their worst fucking players? Chelsea got so many good players, but we signed the fucking shit ones."
Go and get
saying, why wouldn't Madueke want to come to us? Of course he'd want to come to us because we're a better team. We have more chance of winning major honours. Well, they've won 2 trophies in the last month, by the way. But why wouldn't he want to come to us? We're a much bigger team. We're a much better team. Okay, well, if we're better than them, how can we improve by signing their worst players? It's not physically possible to improve if you sign a team that you're better than. If we were signing a player that couldn't get in Barcelona's team, you might go, right, he might do a job for us. We're signing players that can't get in a team who are supposedly a lot worse than us, according to their narrative.
And also going to be challenging this year and all.
They'll finish ahead of us next season.
Just quickly, I want to get this in from Gianni. Big up to Gianni, the absolute case. He was the one that sent me that little clip, so I've done a little bit. I've downloaded, done a bit of editing. Got it in there. Big up to Gianni, man. Big up to the legends on the panel. You're too kind. Couldn't believe my ears when I heard that piece. Absolute load of bollocks, mate. Saunders is an idiot. Oh, he's always been a bit of a double melt anyway, but I didn't realise that he would be the biggest melt in a panel with Jamie O'Hara. I mean, that is setting new lows. Jamie O'Hara actually spoke facts. Still no
I would say the neck on him, but Saunders doesn't have one. So.
Yeah. Arteta and Top Gooners out. Disgrace. But big up to you, Gianni, man. Absolute legend. Yeah, man. It makes you laugh, doesn't it, with the Arsenal thing? And we're sat here and we've been bantered by Liverpool fans, and they're basically saying to us, why haven't you got things over the line yet? It's a joke at Arsenal Football Club. But James, you probably wouldn't have realised, but I took about a week off. I had some shit to deal with. Yeah. And I came back, had a little look today after literally, bruv, looking at no Arsenal news. And I'm telling you, I watched no content, and that's hand on fucking heart. Yeah. And I looked on there and I was like, nothing's fucking changed. We are supposed, and in Jamie O'Hara's, that's your words, you're supposed to be challenging for a title. Go out there and get fucking Victor Gyökeres. Why is he not over the line, man? It's pathetic, isn't it? I'm sorry. It's embarrassing. Outside looking in.
Well, for me, when you look at City and Liverpool and you look at the talent that they've signed, I don't understand if Arsenal are challenging or supposedly challenging this year. You'd think they would have gone out and got these players in. The Madueke one is just weird for me, honestly. When I look at, and I fucking hate speaking about Hamid Judas because that's what I call him now. But if you had a choice, I'm bitter about it, honestly. But if you had a choice between Mo or Madueke, you'd have gone for Mo because Mo's ceiling's more higher.
Me and Madueke go for me.
Yeah, get him up front.
I'll have Shane Gooner 20 on the back.
But
Shane Gooner 14.
It's a bit weird the way they keep going to Chelsea all the time to try and get their players. It feels like Arsenal don't really scout players, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is with Chelsea don't really ever get rid of a dud. Like they get rid of people that they want to get rid of, and they never get rid of someone that they sort of let go. Like maybe Salah and De Bruyne back in the day, but that was years and years ago, not recently.
Mourinho didn't like their wanting to be in the team with demand and team football. And
but when you look at them now, they don't really get rid of anyone unless they really want to get rid of them. Do you know what I mean? And Chelsea are the masters of like bringing players in, signing them up.
Without us, it wouldn't work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It wouldn't. They got rid of 7 of us in the last 6 years. 7 of them on us.
Yeah, someone said that on I can't remember what podcast I was listening to, but someone said, was it Arsenal are the best club for Chelsea because they always buy all their fucking duds and like, they just keep them going all the time. Do you know what I mean?
did hear it justified that. Yeah, but I did hear it justified. Someone said I was worried. I didn't like the Madueke signing until my friend explained to me that when they sell younger players, they always go on to be great, like Salah and De Bruyne. So Madueke will be great.
Not under this.
That's the logic. That's the logic.
And then we had the Norgard. Remember, James? Let me ask you a question. Would you have been happy if 31-year-old Norgard would rock up at West Ham and
there'd be riots?
Not really, mate. Nah, not really. No, even though we're in the shit, like, especially when you're.
Why didn't he sign him for Tottenham? If he's
but the thing is, good. What you got to look at is who you're replacing. So, like, when you're replacing a quality player, like, you basically use replacing party. So when you replace him and you bring someone in, you got to bring someone in of that standard or better than that standard. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you see, the top gooners are saying he's here to replace Jorginho, but the point is, we were crap last season, so we don't need backup to the crap we have. We need players that are better than what we have. How can we improve if we're just signing crap to replace the crap we had as backup? It makes zero sense. We do not need him. I'd rather not sign him. You know what I mean? I'd rather give Jorginho another year than sign him.
It would be funny if this is Arsenal of old. They would have went out and got Adam Walton from Palace. And gone, you know what, right, that's a signing. You go and get him, you get someone in there who can pass the ball. He's young, he's going to get better. And basically be the club that goes into these clubs and takes the players, right? Do you know what I'm saying? And listen, at the end of the day, right, we've had it at West Ham when Deck left. So like, there should have been a time where Arsenal went, no, we're going to have to go and get someone for the future. It feels like it's many stopgaps, but not. You know, nothing's in the planning for the future. Like, no one could really say in 5 years what Arsenal's team's going to be. Really,
it'll be completely different. By the way, it'll be completely different. The whole face of it will have changed. That's what he does. He's gone through about 3 squads already. He signed 30-something players. Like he signed 3 squads worth of players, 3 first 11s worth of players.
Alex Ferguson went through 3 squads in like 20 years and won everything.
Yeah, longer. Yeah.
Arteta's been through 3 squads in like fucking.
You can
5 years
pigeonhole
and
his
won
3
nothing.
different sort of teams. You can pigeonhole them all the way through.
Yeah,
and he's done it already.
I mean, how much more building can you do before you sort of reach the pinnacle? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
But we're worse than we were last season, though. We're worse.
Exactly.
Our team's worse.
Our
midfield.
Our midfield. Look at our midfield. Come on, guys. Compared to the other midfields in the top 6,
we're going to get swamped.
Yeah,
we're going to get walked over. 414 million down for that midfield, and one little tweak, one little fucking suspension or injury, and it's 10 times worse.
See, I would look at it like this: when you look at the Newcastle midfield, that's a good midfield. When you got Tonali, Bruno in there, and I can't remember who the other one is who's in there.
Joe Linton.
I think it's Joe Linton. Yeah, and then when you look at that, that's what I'm saying. So you've got to be
easily.
So you've got to be competing with that, and I just feel like you just go and make weight, really. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he comes in,
and we don't know how Zubamendi's going to be. We don't know how he's going to be.
Player.
He could be an absolute disaster. We don't know.
I've called it to you, but he's going to get swamped the first few games. He's going to get absolutely swamped.
And the thing is, right, you get Rice, you get Rice out injured or Rice suspended,
and he will.
And you get Zubamendi out. We've got Marino and Norgard as our backup midfield. I mean, what make it make sense? And this is 5 years, 6 years down the line, and I'm sitting in my seat at the Emirates looking at Marino and Norgard as backups. Yeah. I just can't get my head around it, guys. I can't.
And that's with our starting midfield involved in Odegaard, who hasn't played well in 2 years.
That's the thing. That's the thing I always say when talking about the midfield and 440 million in, and what we've got to show for it is Odegaard on the right of it, who's regressed for the last 2 years. We've got a number 6 that hasn't kicked a ball in fucking England, and we've got a number 8 on our left hand side, Declan Rice, who's out of fucking position.
6. Yeah. And who's going to go down injured next season with all the running he's going to have.
And on top of that, Aaron, you got Martinelli, who he don't trust anyway because he wanted to sign Mudryk in last season. And now he signed Madueke to play on the left. So you make it make sense.
100.
It doesn't.
100%. At the minute as well, obviously, because you've brought obviously the forward line in it. I always say the Mudryk thing as well, man, because it's farcical. If anyone thinks that Madueke is going to be our backup right winger, they are absolutely fucking.
He's coming to start, mate. It must be
coming to start on the left wing. Absolutely. He doesn't upgrade it whatsoever. I mean, when you let's just look at numbers in general. And to be fair, I'm open to a counter argument of the numbers I'm reflecting on in this Arteta system. So there could be a little bit biased. Oh well, we scored 13 league goals in the last 3 years.
If all from the right.
Yeah,
every last one.
All from the right. All from the right. So what we've done again, this is Arsenal. Shane, this is Arsenal and Arteta fucking eat your heart out. We've bought another winger, 55 million quid to play him out position. You can't fucking write it. Yeah. Almost the whole entire signings that we fucking make are all out of position.
Every single one.
I just don't understand it. And this is what people don't get. Just one sec. Sorry, James. Just one sec. People now will realise the impact that this Madueke deal will have on Arsenal Football Club. And I'll tell you right now how much of it it'll have. Because Arsenal Football Club now need to sell to buy because of the... And I don't know whether that's... I don't think that's including the Gyökeres deal. I actually don't.
No.
So
we might need it for the last bit. We might need it for the last bit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's holding it up.
But when you're running through that, so all right, we now need to.
It doesn't matter the rotation, Aaron. We were told it doesn't matter the rotation. You're still going to get them all. It doesn't matter the rotation. That's what the tribunal told us. Look what happened now. Look what happened now.
Yeah,
guys, here's a question.
It doesn't make a difference.
Is Madueke better than Pepe?
No.
So we've come full circle. Full circle.
Not even because we've gotten worse.
Pepe's balling out now. We've come full circle. This is what I'm trying to say.
Is Gyökeres any better than Aubameyang?
We are no different now, apart from runners-up, Champions League semi-final. We are no different now, man for man, with our squad than what we were when he came to the football club.
Do you know what the problem is, though?
Do you know what I mean?
Sorry.
Go on, Aaron. No, I'm just saying. When he came to the club, we had Aubameyang, we had Lacazette, we had all these. We had Guendouzi.
How much did we get for that front line? By the way, Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Pepe. How much did we get for them?
Zero.
Fuck all.
Zero
for all of them.
Exactly.
Zero for all of them.
But we do great business. We do great business, don't we? Zero. But according to Tom, according to Tom, we do great business.
7 million.
There's talk of Inter, and a lot of top clubs are going to be battling over Guendouzi this summer. That guy is a fucking baller. He's one of my favourite.
James is sitting there thinking, "Fucking hell! I thought West Ham had
I thought I was having it up.
They're actually ain't doing too bad."
James comes on here to have a good time. That's what. Yeah, he comes on here to think, "Fuck me! I thought it was bad at the Hammers." Jesus Christ!
Fucking hell, mate.
Figured you out slightly, James. If you're having a bad Monday, you come on the Arsenal stream and fucking.
I'm gonna go and have a cold shower in a bit, lads.
How much did we get for Tierney?
James is thinking it ain't that bad at West Ham.
How much did we get for Partey? Zero. They're all gone for zero, man. And the thing is with Ozil and with all these lads, Arteta got applauded for it. He got applauded for it. Guendouzi got kicked out for grabbing someone by the throat. 2 months later, Xhaka did it. A few months after that, Xhaka's captain. Double standards. Because he wanted to keep Xhaka. He didn't want to keep Guendouzi. The guy had too much personality. Didn't want to keep Emi Martinez. The guy had too much personality. Xhaka went on to win a World Cup. One of the most sought-after goalkeepers in the world. He let him go. Because he had personality. Aubameyang had personality. Get him out, get him out. Who do the fans and the players want as captain? Tierney, right? Get him out. You know what I mean? Everything he does is to keep yes men. And that's why he doesn't want Gyökeres. Gyökeres, to me, seems like the only player that we will have that will stand up to this prick. He'd be the only one. That's why he doesn't want him. That's why he wanted Sesko and tell him what to do. You don't win the league with yes men. It's impossible.
Joe, what? That's a banging point you just said there, because I didn't really. When you just said that, I thought you're fucking spot on. Because Gyökeres could go anywhere, really deep down. If he's got the pick of the clubs, really. Like if clubs want him, they can go and get him. And is he going to be bigger than Arteta?
Yeah, his numbers will drop as well. His numbers will drop off a cliff.
Yeah, but do you know his name though, Shane?
Oh, right? Yeah, he will. Yeah. Arteta doesn't want him. Can't handle it.
Yeah. Can he handle a player who's going to be like world level sort of thing? Do you know what I mean?
No, can't handle him. He got rid of all the previous ones as quick as he can.
There's no more nails in the coffin, though. There's no more nails left, is there? Because when you sign a striker who is one of the best in Europe at the minute in terms of numbers, he's in form, he's progressing. Yeah. There's nowhere left to hide. Yeah, that's it. So once he comes through the door, that's that. If you don't win the league, everyone's been saying, "Oh yeah, you need a striker for the last 2 years." Now you've gone and got one of the best in business.
We've been told for 2 years, Aaron, on every panel. Every panel we've been on. If the board get him his striker, we'll win the league. If the board get him his striker, we'll win the league. He is dreading this because he knows all this. He knows the narrative out there. He knows it. And once he gets his striker, if it had been Sesko, he could have said he's young, he's adapting. He could have rotated him in for Havertz. If Gyökeres comes and if he starts, which he won't, the game against United, but if he does, I'd put money he'll be out the left and Havertz will be up front. I'd put any money that's what he'll do. He won't keep it that way for the whole season, but he will definitely. Havertz is starting that game against United and possibly the next few after that. Yeah, without a doubt.
Do you need to go severely backwards to get him out the door? Do you reckon?
Yeah. I think we need to finish outside the top 5, which we will finish outside the top.
Do you know what? It's almost like, do you know when you watch them films or whatever, and you get like the terrorist, and you're like, he's like, the only way to make it better is to just blow it all fucking up. Now I'm starting.
It's like self-destruction, isn't it? That's what it is.
That's what I'm sitting there thinking, do you know what? I'm starting to understand what they're on about. Just fucking blow it all up and start again. And I'm like,
it all.
That's what Arsenal Football Club need to do after Mikel Arteta. I reckon it would just be better to just bomb the place and start again. That's what we need to do. I mean, when you deep it, you need a new manager.
Fucking hell, it has got extreme on Aaron Talks Football.
150. What do you think? Well, the defence are all right, but everyone else is just fucked. You've got Madueke now in the door. What do you reckon is going to happen with Madueke? Because what we've seen in the last 3 years is he's got 13 league goals in 3 years. That's in the Premier League, by the way. That's in the Premier League, not on the other leagues. That's in the Premier League. Cool. All right, sweet. So he's not going to work out. What happens if he doesn't work out in 2 years? We're stuck with a Madueke who is probably now 23, 24 years old, probably on 180 grand a week, 200 grand a week. No one fucking wants him because he's not doing the business. How are we selling him and making our money back? There's another fucking problem. Then we've got Norgard, who will leave for free. There you go, Shock. There's another fucking problem. Kepa, who gives a fucking toss about, is just going to be paid more than Edison, Manchester City's 4p.
And what about
winning quadruple fucking not quadruple?
Yeah,
Champions
what about
League
the
winning.
big players though, like Salibas and
What big
Saka's?
players? Yeah. Bye. Toodaloo.
The thing is, and you said that we have a good defense. But you have to look at it as well that will Timber be the same? Saliba doesn't want to be here. Gabriel's coming back from a grade 3 hamstring. He might not be the same. And Lewis Skelly's playing out of position.
Too many ifs,
Yeah,
ifs. So many ifs. We're going into the season again with ifs. Well, so far we've spent, 120, 150 million and whatever. And what's improved? So we've signed Kepa to replace Neto. All right. Brilliant. Right. No one cares, but it's only 5 million, so calm down. It's only 5 million. All right, sweet. So we've signed Norgard to replace Jorginho. That's not better. Okay, cool. We've also then signed 55 million pounds worth of Zubimendi to replace Thomas Partey. No one knows how that one's going to work out, to be fair, but I mean, it's not like you've. But it's not like you've replaced Kai Havertz with.
It's a big commitment, to come in and try and hit the ground running for a club like Arsenal, have to perform every week, and also get up to speed with the Premier League because he ain't going to have. He's going to get roughed up a little bit. He's a good player, but he's going to get in the Premier League. You know what it's like. Can he handle it on a cold night in fucking Burnley? Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
That's exactly right. Me and Shane have spoken, not length, but a decent sort of fucking amount of time about the fact that he's probably going to come in, and what he'll do is he'll try and play the Thomas Partey role that Mikel Arteta will go, this is what you fucking do, and then he's probably going to give the ball away about 5 times in front of our own penalty area and probably cost us in the first 3 months of his tenure at Arsenal Football Club, probably cost us significantly
like you did against United in Europa.
That's what we'll do because he's not as good as Thomas Partey. So we've got a sort of player where we're just like, meh, but we've spent 55 million on him. When you spend 55 million pound on a player, apparently everyone was after. If Real Madrid was after him, they'd gone Real Madrid.
Oh yeah, that's what he said in his press conference.
End of conversation. End of for that. All right, so we've spent 55 million quid on a midfielder, a starting midfielder that don't improve us. Then we spent another 12 million on Norgard that don't improve us. Another 5 million on a keeper that don't improve us. Now we've also spent 55 million quid on a backup right winger. Or if you play him on the left, it absolutely, definitely 150% doesn't improve us. We're at fucking 120, 30, 40 million quid spent on 4 players, and not one of us can actually come out and go, yeah, we've improved. That's worrying. That is worrying. And now we've got to the stage where we need to sell before we need to sign. So we've spunk fucking all of our available funds, apparently, whether that's included in the Gyökeres, whatever. Let's just come in. Gyökeres is the only signing, should he get over the line, where you actually go, it's not a replacement, it's not a fucking anything like that. It actually improves us tenfold. But why? Yep. It's not because he's the best thing and since sliced bread, it's because he's got fucking Jesus and Havertz next to him. It massively improves us because that fucking position for Arsenal Football Club is pathetic, embarrassing, shocking, shambolic. What a steaming pile of shit that fucking striker is. It's fucking pants. Let's not get it twisted. You going into a fucking league against Manchester City and who knew what Liverpool were going to do, and you're telling me you got crocked fucking Jesus and Kai Havertz as your fucking only hope. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope in that. Crazy, what are we doing here? Princess Leia settings. We're at fucking Princess Leia settings. We're putting all of our hopes and prayers into the R2
unit. We've gone to Star Wars, son.
Oh, wow, I love Star Wars. That's why I always try and angle it somehow. Come on, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only fucking hope. Yeah, exactly. And what's our only hope is Mikel Arteta and fucking Bert are going, well, I'll tell you what, Madueke might be the fucking one for you lot. But to get Gyökeres in, cool. But does that really push the needle enough for a title challenge? Nah, we need another left winger. We need another 10. There's so much to do. And we've just fucking spaffed it all on fucking Madueke.
And the bottom
Come
line is,
on.
right, but when you analyse it, we should be in a position that Liverpool and Man City are in. If you look at the money he's spent
Very
and how
true.
long
This
he's
is
been at the club, Liverpool and Man City fans should be looking at us the way we are looking at Man City and Liverpool. After all this time, that's where we should be. Instead of that, we're looking
very true.
we're looking up at Man City and Liverpool, and they're looking down at us. And it should be the other way around.
And that's happened in the space of 12 months.
Because he's been
Nah,
in.
we've been falling behind them for a while. We've
Yeah,
been
but
falling behind.
when I say that, Shane, last season Arsenal should have won the league. Deep down, they should have won the league. Man City were poor.
We had no striker. We went in unprepared. We didn't deserve to win it. We had no striker.
Yeah,
We went in unprepared.
When you look at the way the league was structured,
how it unfolded, but at the start we should have won the league. And if we'd have done the
that was the expectation.
If we'd have got the Gorkers and the Ivan Tonys and all that last season or the season before, and added it this season,
but we didn't. But we didn't deserve to. We didn't.
And then
we didn't
go. So, but this is what I'm trying to say. How can we be, as a club like Arsenal, no nearer of winning any major silverware after all this time and all this money? How many other clubs now are looking at us and going, "Oh, I'll tell you what, I can't see.
There's not one club thinking that. Not one club thinking that.
They're all going to say Liverpool or Man City. They're already saying it's a 2-2.
From mark off Anfield and the Etihad as a loss. Yeah.
The reason why we're like this is because of the mediocrity that is fan base in the club.
Yeah,
that's what it boils down to.
No pressure on them to improve.
There's no exactly. We ask this question every year, and we're not getting the answer.
Is that generational though for you boys? Because obviously you.
No. It's lately.
It's not despite what was said in the chat. It's not just the young fans, like PJB says. There's fans older than him that are Arteta.
Across the board. It's all ages across the board.
Because it's all been from the day Arteta came in and laid down the process and the progress and the phases and all this. He was clever. He bought himself years, and he everything that he spews out. The most points in the calendar year, the most goals in the calendar year.
Everybody's spitting the same things.
Canton and all these guys repeated. They chanted. It's almost like a chant. It is like brainwashing now at this stage. It really is. Me and Normski and we go through this all the time. Every day we go through all these channels, and it's terrifying what you hear. Like, it really is brainwashing. And my missus, this is how bad it is. My missus is a big Arsenal fan, and I've said openly before she's a top owner, but she's changed now. She's finally come over the other side to the point now where
she can't even watch. If you get one, it's all worth it, Shane.
She can't even watch an Arteta press conference. I can't listen to him. I can't listen to him, right? But she was in work, and she was talking to a guy there that's an Arsenal fan. And she said about Wanyeri just before he signed a contract. And she said, I hope that he signs a new contract and he goes out on loan and gets some football because Arteta won't play him, right? And your man said, oh, Wanyeri, he's only 18 and he's demanding first-team football. Who is he to demand that, right? And it's word for word, literally the whole 3 sentences that AFTV had put up on a post that I showed her, and she rang me and she was stunned, and she goes, Shane, you won't believe what happened. And she explained it to me, and I said, I told you. She goes, no, it was like he was brainwashed. He said it word for word what AFTV have said about Wanyeri. And I said, there you go. They're all listening to what we say. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Now, when they're talking to someone and they realise that they've gone, that they're an alien now. That's what it's like. Oh, he's gone. I can't even talk to him. You know what I mean? But he said it. The whole 3 sentences that AFTV put out there.
Village of the Damned.
Village of the Damned. No, that's what it's like. His eyes went blue and shit, man. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
You've been eating puddings. You know what I mean? That's what it was fucking. Oh, it's crazy, man. But that's what it is. They're out there brainwashing them, man. They're out there brainwashing them, and they all eat it up. They all want hope dealers, and they all just they're shooting up hope.
Give me some hope, man.
Yeah. Give me some hope.
Shooting it up, mate. Honestly, they're just junkies left, right, and centre, isn't there?
Yeah,
that
hope junkies. Tell me everything's all right.
I mean, it's only defensively, really, where you can look at it and go, it ain't that bad, is it? Defensively, I ain't got a problem.
That's if Timber comes back, though.
It's just midfield and attack.
Midfield and attack. DJ, Everton 2 seasons ago kept, I think it was 1 less clean sheet than us under Sean Dyche, right?
Yeah.
If you play 10 men behind the ball, your defence doesn't even have to be. It doesn't have to be the worst. A good defence. They're good players, right? But a good defence can keep clean sheets when your team plays non-stop attacking football, when they can still keep. If you have 10 men behind the ball all the time, it's very easy. Like Stoke could keep clean sheets, and Sean Dyche could keep clean sheets because he just never attacked. You know what I mean? When you're that rigid and your players are tracking back all the time, you will keep clean sheets. The only problem is that we suffer going forward. I'd rather let in 7, 8 extra goals in the season and score 20 more. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The Wenger didn't worry about defence. We kept a lot of clean sheets under that guy when we were good.
If we was
but we also scored more than everybody else.
Exactly. But if we was a serious club, we should have gone and got Gorkarez and Sesko. We should have got them both.
Yeah.
Why didn't we get them both? Why did we go in for Verts? Why did we go in for Verts? Even though he probably would have gone Liverpool.
How would Arteta know how to use him?
Do you know what I mean? Why didn't we go in for him? Why aren't we going for these players?
Have to replace Odegaard.
He's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that's the frustrating thing about the Eze links and where they've gone. Because now at least with the mad wakey signing, you think if we got Eze in, we probably won't be playing left. And I'm sitting there thinking, come on, man, now just replace Odegaard. He's not going to do that because it's too much. Not only do you have to replace Odegaard, you have to replace the captain. And whilst that's seamless and easy to us, yeah, exactly right. There's so many factors behind it, man. Like, I reckon that's a great signing for Arsenal Football Club. Get Eze in there.
Yeah.
Like, not just what the player does, it's the effect that it has on current players. Get Odegaard out the squad. Absolutely get him away from the squad and change the captain.
Mm.
That just in itself, if you take away Eze's quality, just the fact that Odegaard won't be playing and we've got a new captain, completely and utterly lifts Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah.
It just does, because you haven't got a little bitch with the captain's armband on, and he is a little bitch. I mean, come on, look, any of you boys, we're a panel of geezers. Anyone of you would listen to Martin Odegaard? Come on,
no.
If he said,
before that goes down, I do have to
bounce
me.
Yeah, go on, man. Big up.
Legend, I've got to be up early in the morning. So.
What a
legends.
Big up, Shane. See you tomorrow, mate.
Yeah.
Take care.
If you haven't already, man, come on. Shane's link and everyone else's link, of course, is in the chat as well. He's got his thing on 10:30, so make sure you go and watch that tomorrow morning. As always, come on. If you're not doing that, what's wrong with you? But you know, the thing is with Arsenal Football Club, and we'll take it back there. What are we doing here? We handcuffing ourselves. We're doing all of this fucking nonsense at Arsenal. Arsenal need Eze.
One thing you just said, Aaron, right? I just want to say this. One thing you just said about the captaincy.
Yeah.
That's the reason why he won't give it to Deck. Because Deck would demand success.
Yep.
Yeah. He would demand it. He would say, you know what? No, this ain't right. We've only got to look at that free kick he scored for you boys in the Champions League. He went, no, fuck this. I ain't listening to it. I ain't listening to that geezer over there. I'm going to do what I want to do. And that's the reason why. Because I think if Declan Rice was the captain of Arsenal, which I'm going to be honest, as a West Ham fan, that would be a bit hard to accept, but it's been and gone now. Well, I think we're over that. We just we rate him so highly, and we always knew he was going to be a fucking quality player. So you know, but if he was to go and be captain of Arsenal, that changes the ball game for Arsenal altogether. Because then he's a sort of person to say, right, what's happening? I think Odegaard's a bit sort of fucking passive, isn't he, really? He's not really demanding, I don't think. I might be wrong on that, but he don't feel demanding to me.
Would you listen to him? If he come up to me and we was having a game or whatever, or we needed to grab the ball by the horns, and then Martin Odegaard come up to me trying to give me this, I'll say, piss off, Martin. But just fuck off, mate.
He just fits the bill, doesn't he? He just fits what Arsenal are, isn't he? He's a good little boy. He does what he says on the tin. He ain't going to roll model. Can you imagine him going in the changing room and going, "Look, boss, this ain't working. We're going to need to change it. I'm going to."
Yeah.
He'll just get like, no, you do exactly what, and he just follows whatever it is.
Odegaard's a reflection of him, isn't he?
Yeah,
Odegaard's a reflection of him.
That's true. What James says. If you give it to Arteta or Gabriel, now he's got confrontation. Now he's got a bit of conflict. Yeah. Now he's got Deckers going in. He's got Deck going in the changing room at half time, throwing his boots on the floor, ripping his shin.
I've seen that before, DJ.
Yeah, this ain't working. Blah 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 blah, and it's causing a rumpus. And the players in the change rooms are going, "Whoa, hang on here." Whereas Arteta's the voice. You've seen it when he done the Netflix thing. Everyone got petrified of him. Power crazy.
Yeah.
This man is bigger than the football club. He runs the show. His word is final. The players are intimidated by him. There's no leader on the pitch, and it's his way or the highway. And we're going to have the same conversation this time next season. We ain't winning anything next season, guys. Simple as that. Get it in your heads.
Yeah,
we're not winning
anything.
anything.
Onto it.
We're not winning
Do you know what the upsetting thing is as well, in particularly about us two here, DJB, is the fact that we're already 1,500 quid deep without even going to a fucking football game.
1,500 quid deep.
We're already, ain't we, mate? We are.
Locked
we're
in.
1,500 quid deep. Locked in.
£7 a pint. Do you know what I mean?
People will go, well, why not support? Do you know what? Because I'd rather spend 1,500 quid just making sure that Tom Canton of the world don't get my seat.
I'm thinking of going, when I go get my beer and my burger, I might haggle over them. I might ask them if I can have them on Klarna, like if I can have it on a monthly.
Yeah.
This is where we've got to, guys. I mean, it's just crazy. No one fears us. You know, teams have sussed us out now. And as I said before on previous streams, you shut down Saka, you put 2 or 3 players on him, you rip into Odegaard in the first 5-10 minutes, he goes missing. Martinelli, you force out wide, and then you put your 2 banks of 4 in front of our midfield players because no one runs beyond, and that's it. Job done.
Mm.
I bet you West Ham get a result at the Emirates this season again. I bet you they do.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
He is on the trot. James is after his hat trick, isn't he? That's
that's the only fucking glory we have at the minute. You know
if they did do that, mate, that would be embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing.
Watch how we play in the
we have 17 banks of 4, lads.
and I'll tell you now, the team he probably plays on Wednesday in the pre-season friendly will be similar to who he starts with against Man United.
I actually fear that. And do you know what? I think all of us on this panel as well, especially the Arsenal boys, I don't know what you actually think on this, James, but if we do get Gyökeres in, let's just say in the next 2 weeks to just make it easier, because the league ain't a million miles away, by the way. That's going to
3.5 weeks,
man. Come around like that.
Remember, 1st of June, everybody was saying, "Oh, be patient." Everybody was saying,
"True, no." They said it to us, didn't they?
Yeah.
Be patient.
Look, listen, we're near the end of July, and in 4 weeks' time, we're starting. Less than 4 weeks' time.
3.5 weeks. James just said,
3.5 weeks, mate.
Yeah, that's going to come around like that.
Strike over there. Ridiculous.
It's going to come around like that.
I've got to say this, Aaron. Do you remember when people? Because I used to have it on E20, where he used to go, James, it's only June the 28th. What are you worried for? And then it was like July the 2nd and the 4th. Like, it was like the speaking fucking calendar, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I don't want the speaking calendar. I want to see some signings, but you know.
James, we've had so much of that. So we've had, and I've had this personally with loads of Top Gooners on various shows, right? So we've had, the first one was, July the 1st because of the books, because of the fiscal year or whatever the fuck that is. It's like, all right, sweet. So then the first comes round and it's like, well, no, you need to wait until the plane takes off, which was the 19th, 2 days ago, And then now it's, no, you need to wait until at least the first game's kicked off because they can fly up there and join us.
Before
the pre-season,
and if that doesn't happen, they can join them in Hong Kong.
Which is the 23rd, so there's 2 days left now. Well, bearing in mind, actually 1 day, because, we've nearly done this day. So the 23rd, and then you know what they're going to do after? They're going to go, well, all right, sweet. Well, the Premier League doesn't kick off until August. And it's just... Honestly, it's just ridiculous.
And you know what it'd be? Before you get there, it goes, well, the window don't shut till September the 2nd. What are you moaning for?
All right, that's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to say. Wait until the window shuts and then judge the transfer
That's
window.
it, judge the window,
That's
honestly.
Even though it negates away from the point that all we were saying is it would be great, wouldn't it, if we acted like a Liverpool and a Manchester City and got the vast majority of their big signings in before pre-season, to give them the pre-season shock, meet all their teammates, get used to the team. What's a fucking pre-season for? To get
to get your team sorted, Aaron. Exactly. How many times have we been saying it? Aaron, do you remember when we done a stream? I can't remember when we done the stream. We was on together. I can't remember if it was Lee's or... And we both said, didn't we? I don't care. Just get the signings done early. Get them done early. Get them in June. Get them pre-season. Get them all planned together.
Yep.
Get the signings done. And here we are. Here we are going out pre-season without a fucking striker.
What difference does it make? Is what I get asked by a lot of other channels that are going. What difference does it make? What do you mean? What fucking difference does it make? Are you fucking a moron or something? What difference does it make? Okay, cool. So if you can tell me more pros of signing your signings late than you can signing them in early, I'll wait. Oh, yeah, no one ever answers that question. All right, cool. So we'll look at the Gyökeres scenario now. So they're like, well, as long as he comes in the door, it don't really matter, does it? All right, sweet. What about if Liverpool, say for argument's sake, Liverpool just went, nah, actually, fuck Ekitike. We'll go for Gyökeres. What about if Bayern Munich went, Kane's got an injury this year? Yeah, we'll get in that. What about Barcelona? What if anyone wanted to pay 65 million for Gyökeres, which actually, considering the level of player, ain't even really that much? Oh yeah. The point I'm trying to make exactly right is you leave yourself open for other clubs to just go bang. There you go. There's the fucking Sporting. What do you want? Chelsea are great at it. Sporting. What do you want? Oh, you want 70? There's 75. Shut your fucking mouth and let me talk to the player. How much do you want, Victor? Oh, you want 200? There's 250. Shut your fucking mouth. Aaron. Get your agent to get you on a plane right fucking now with all your medical stuff, and you'll be done by the end of the week. What do I do?
I'll tell you what, Aaron. If Jackson goes out the door, if they get rid of Jackson and Gyökeres is still swinging, mate, in the wind. Honestly, don't put it past Chelsea not to come in for him last minute.
Yeah,
true.
Guys, it's crazy.
That is so true, Dave.
They've got two strikers from two different clubs over the line before we've had that here we go. So we've had the here we go soon, and Ekitike is coming, has had a medical, and is about to go and join Liverpool in the pre-season. And Bremro, that went on for 6 weeks. They said, right, okay, this is the money, 71 million, lovely jubbly. He's had his medical. He's now in the pre-season. So he's now embedded in that team with Cunha. Now, we're playing them at the start of the season. So they're going to be more embedded in that team, ready to face us than us with Gyökeres coming. Because it could be, we could be waiting to the end of the transfer window before he comes over the line. It's ridiculous. There's no preparation. I said it at the start of the stream. We've gone into this pre-season with no preparation.
Something what DJB just said there, I make him right. Chelsea will be trying to get rid of Jackson, right? Because they've signed Pedro. If you take that Jackson, put Gyökeres in, Chelsea become a bit of a force then, don't they? Automatically. And it's like it's a weird one really with Chelsea, because it feels like they're building a side, and then what they're going to do, they're going to get rid of that manager and then go and get a quality manager, and then it's ready made. Do you know what I'm saying? The side they're building is quite frightening, really, if I'm being honest. Right? It's not on the Manchester City or Liverpool level, because I think they're miles ahead. I think it's going to be between them two. But I think Chelsea ain't far away. I wouldn't be surprised.
The thing is, James, it was always when, not if, in it with Chelsea, because they throw the money at it. So it's always has been a case of when and not if.
It's their structure and all.
The other thing as well, James, what you said was that they obviously at some point will get rid of Maresca, because when you really think about it, he's kind of the man before the man. But the thing is, the difference was he's won 2 trophies. He's won 2 trophies. Yeah. What's our man done? He's the man before the man. We're still waiting for a trophy.
Yeah. But do you know what it is, though? But do you know what it is with Chelsea? Is they're not sentimental with managers. That's one thing they're not.
Thank you very much, Chair.
Right. They will go out there and if they think it's not working, they'll get rid of him. Like you've only got to look at some of the people that they've got rid of. Do you know what I mean? Like some people have been there 6 months, got rid of them, and said no, it ain't working. So they're not sentimental with managers, and it just feels like to me that they're building something now where they're just a manager away, really. Like if they get rid of Jackson and then they change Jackson with a top quality striker, they become a force. Yep. And
a goalkeeper as well. I think
centre half, isn't it? I think
the goalkeeper. I think they're. Who was they looking at? They were looking at someone who's quite good, but I think I think they're going to go for the attacking options, mate. Because listen, Chelsea are going to try and blast teams out, really, and I think they know that their defense is a bit iffy, but yeah, I mean a bit suspect.
They've got good midfield. They've got good midfield.
Yeah.
So they're building that attack slowly. They're building that attack.
And their attitude is, well, what we'd do, just outscore the other team. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, and a goalkeeper, they can go and get a goalkeeper anytime if they really wanted to. They can get a goalkeeper in the January window if they wanted to. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea
could. Signed about fucking 20 in the last couple of years. Yeah. They don't sign any good ones.
I'm going to be honest, their structures, it's illegal, really, how they do it, because the way they do it, they sign loads and loads of players, get them out all on loan them here, there, and everywhere, and then build them up from other clubs and flog them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
that's why their PSRs like
their PSRs unreal.
They also get rid of a lot of academy players for good money as well. Like they sell academy players for like 20 million and stuff like that. And this is what I said about Wenyeri. As much as it hurts, as much as I want him at the club, of course I want him at the club. He's an absolute fantastic player. But realistically, under this manager, he ain't going to get no game time. And what we'll end up doing, we'll end up loaning him out, when we could really cash in on him, like, I don't know, 40 million now and put it in good use.
I mean, if you thought well, he's a fantastic player, which we do think he's going to be an absolutely fantastic prospect, you could probably sell him with a buyback clause. Do you know what I mean? But Arsenal don't think like that. You know what I mean? They don't think like that.
Yeah. That's what I said about the Sesko deal last year. They were like, oh, don't worry, we'll just go away from it for another year and then we'll come back in for him when
we still ain't got him.
We're going to come back in for him. Yeah. It's a joke. His transfer fees doubled, but Arsenal won't just go, well, I'll tell you what, we'll sign him for 50 million now and we'll loan him back out to you to switch the deal. Nah, not Arsenal Football Club.
But here's a thing that people are missing as well with Palmer, Palmer at Chelsea. Now, this Arteta works with him at Man City. He works with Palmer at Man City. He knew what Palmer was about. He knew all these what a good prospect he was. Yeah. So when Palmer went up for sale, when Palmer was leaving Man City, Arteta didn't touch him with a barge pole. We was off signing Fabio Vieiras and all of this, and yet years on, he signs Madueke. And Palmer's balling out at Chelsea. I mean, it just honestly, it's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Absolutely crazy.
Does it have to be full self-destruction for you boys? I.e., like, when I say that, like, does it feel like that Arsenal have to literally collapse down the league to about 8th or something?
Yeah.
And then people might wake up and realise it ain't working.
Also, James, we need Saka to turn around and go, do you know what? I've had enough. I'm not going to be an Harry Kane. I want away.
I was just going to say that. Is it a big player?
It needs players like Saka to leave, Saliba to leave. Once you start losing your big players like that and we're not winning nothing and we're sliding down the league, then I think it'll start turning.
That would be quite seismic, especially with Saka.
But do you know what, James? I think if we finish in the top 4 and we have a good run in the Champions League, this guy will get all the praises again. Oh, I've had a wonderful time. I love this club. It was a brilliant season.
I love the players.
Some of the football I've seen is fantastic. Look where we've come. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, James,
even I hate that line, and I'm not even an Arsenal fan.
That will be what most of these fans will come. If we are sitting here next season and we finish 3rd, they'll turn around and say, "Yeah, but we weren't going to challenge Liverpool or Man City. Look at the money they've spent. Look at the players."
Yeah, that's what they're going to look at. Yeah,
that's what they'll say. That's what they'll say. They won't look at what we've spent and how long the manager's been at the club throwing money down the drain. They'll look at the other option.
Do you think the Champions League run was a sort of curse a little bit?
Saved him.
Absolutely.
That semi-final saved him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It gave all the top gooners the opportunity to say
ammunition then,
because we had a quarter-final last year and the semi-final this year. It couldn't have been any worse.
The league was dire. The performances weren't good enough. We winged it. Second place. We was never challenging. We winged second place. FA Cup, we went out on a whimper. The two legs in the Carabao Cup semi-final was absolutely disgusting. Didn't really lay a glove on Newcastle. Yeah. It was all over after the first leg.
Yeah.
But getting through to the PSG semi-final saved him. Absolutely saved him. Because what everyone then started to do, as soon as we got to that semi-final of the PSG, everyone started going, oh, yeah, and we beat Man United 5-1, and we beat Real Madrid, and we won there, and we went Crystal Palace, and we beat them 5-something. Yeah. And then all of this started coming out. But really, from day one, the season was absolutely crap. The football was awful. Absolutely awful.
Shocking.
Pretty much every game I walked out the Emirates last season, I'm thinking, really? Honestly? 5 years in and I'm watching that. You know what I mean? Honestly, that's how it was.
The only half decent performances as well, aside from the Real Madrid and the Man City ones, were like a Nottingham Forest where it was only for the first half, PSG where it was only for the first half.
Yeah, Liverpool.
It was only ever 45 minutes.
Moments.
So exactly. Yeah, moments. You know, there was a lot of absolute pain, and take it from both of us. We watched it with our peepers. Do you know what I mean? It's not. We was there. It's not as if we were just, you know what I mean, just go like on BBC Sport whilst the game was on right in front of us and going, oh yeah, well it seems like it's a good game. We were there articulating it honestly through here and out of here. Do you know what I mean? We was watching shit, and that's why. Do you know what, D? That pisses me off when we go on there, and it's Christian's really bad for this when he's like, oh yeah, you know the football's even good. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about?
What you
like? That's how you know when someone's like, far gone. When you're like,
because I do watch a lot of. I do watch a lot of the other channels. Like the thing that Dan Potts does when all you boys are on there, always sort of jump when DJ B's on there or you're on there. Have a look, see what's being said. And from an outside looking in, I don't understand what some of these people are fucking saying. If I'm being truthfully honest, like, and that's coming from me. Like, and I'm like, it's like they're trying to gaslight you into thinking that you're the problem, which I don't agree with. Like, and we discussed it earlier when people say, "Oh, you just got to support the team." I thought that's a fucking insult to me. It really grinds my gears when someone says that to me, because I'm like, mate, I'm fucking here, and I'm doing the streams, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, don't tell me about how to support my own fucking club. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, honestly, I think the only way that he's ever going to go is if it is self-destruction, because it feels like he's got the fan base, he's got the majority of the fan base on side, and he's got like the people like yourselves who are just like, we're not winning this battle at the minute until he falls apart. Do you know what I'm saying? But which is sad, really.
My problem is, sorry. No, I was
going to say it might be a case of he walks on his terms. Do you know what I mean? I think a couple of seasons ago he turned around and said like, that at that point he felt that he'd taken the side as far as he could, and that he felt like walking. I think he said it to one of those magazines. I can't remember which one it was, and then the club turned around and said, "Well, here's 15.6 million." He went, "Oh, you know what? I'll give it another go."
Fucking hell.
15.6 million. That's what he's been paid. Full price paid manager.
Like quitting.
Full price paid manager.
Felt like quitting, but then 15 M's soon changed that, didn't they?
Actually,
I think I've got another couple of years of me.
But this is another thing what people don't realise. Paul Price paid manager, and he's never managed a football club other than Arsenal.
I know.
No experience.
And Arsenal's a big...
Thomas Frank has managed. Your Potter has managed. You can go through all the managers in that Premier League, and they've all managed at some level of football.
Yeah.
This guy was putting out cones and giving out bibs for Pep, and he gets the phone call to say, fancy managing one of the biggest clubs in world football. What?
That is the thing where you got,
Can you imagine the euphoria of him going home to his wife? You'll never forget what happened to me.
Fucking he's won the lottery, isn't it? About 500 times over, isn't it?
He's fucking postcode lottery winner, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? He's like rocked up at Arsenal, £15 million a year, unsackable contract, and all the freedom on what players you want, and he's never managed a football club in his life.
Do you honestly think when they hired him, they looked at him and thought, we've got a geezer here who is going to learn on the job as good as, right? But he's also going to be someone that ain't going to demand, you know, he ain't going to rock the boat.
I think at first, right, because if you look at Arteta speaks, and I said he'd be brilliant in politics. because he's so good at spinning, not evading the question, turning the question on its head, the PR. So can you imagine when the Cronkies interviewed him? He must have said, "This is what I will do for you guys. Everyone will be on board with this. This will be a marathon, not a sprint. This is what we're going to do." And I bet they thought, "Oh yeah, great, okay. This is the guy that's going to consolidate us in the Champions League every season. We'll earn money out of this fella."
Yeah.
But I think at the start, that's what the Cronkies had. They thought, right, Champions League, get us settled. But now I think they're looking at it thinking, hang on a minute, he spent all this money, all these certain players ain't been good enough. And I think his time will be up. I honestly think so. And the start of this football season, the fixtures we've got, it could be all over by October for Arsenal. It could be all over by October. That league could be over.
And that's it's true. Like, it's true what you're saying there. Definitely.
I hope earlier. I hope it's over by September. Put us out of our misery. Fucking just.
What are your fixtures? Because I know you got Man United. I know you got Liverpool in there and City.
Leeds at home. Liverpool away. Nottingham Forest at home. Man City at home. Newcastle away.
And then we've got 3 London derbies: West Ham, Fulham, and Palace. Yeah. And Champions League games in between.
West Ham at home, so you'll win that.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, fucking hell! What was that? We might get off the bottom then. By then.
Have you bought James? Have you bought any players?
I'll tell you what, we've signed a Senegalese player. Yeah, fucking dynamite, mate. We got him from Slavia Prague, wing back, Malik Diouf. He played for Senegal against England. And he locked up. I don't want to say that, but he locked up Saka in that game.
Yeah.
And he done all right. And the one thing I love about this guy is I watched him the other day. Fucking loves a cross. Like literally every time ball out of his feet straight in. And for people like Krug and Souček flying in there, that's going to do us a lot of favours. Just like Carl Walker-Peters from Southampton. So our fullback, wing back positions all sorted now. We've got to sort the middle of the park out, and it come out today that we're not looking at a striker apparently, but it all goes back to the ownership, mate. Like the ownership of our club is fucking shambles. Like I had a bit of I ain't going to say a meltdown, but I had a bit of a fucking emotional moment the other week where I was just literally so emotional with anger towards the owners of West Ham because they're just taking the piss out of us literally all the time. And we've got some fans who are just accepting of it. It's like empathy. They're just like, oh, it doesn't matter, like there's nothing they can do. And there's people like me who I won't stop until my dying breath. Like literally I will not fucking stop until he's out the door. And he's basically, I don't want to be honest, I don't want to be rude, but he's stitching Potter up deep down. Like, and Potter's trying his hardest to get players in, and it come out today. Like he said, "Oh, Potter doesn't want a striker," and all the fan base is going mental. Right, half the fan base is going mental. Right, the other half are like me. And I've just said, well, if you're giving an offer like Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Callum Wilson, or fucking Vardy from Sullivan, I'd make Potter right not accepting that load of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather him not buy crap and just try and develop players. And one thing with us, which goes in our favour a little bit, is we've got a good crop of youngsters coming through. Like Freddie Potts is a good player. Orford's coming through and all, and you got Marshall in there. Like, if Potter can get them going with the players that we got, then I think we'd be all right. But it all goes back to the owners, mate. Until these fucking owners are out the door, nothing's ever going to change at our club.
Big problem for you lot, aren't they? Massive. Yeah. They've been there the whole time is the problem.
It's not that.
The focal point of the
Aaron, the thing last week with the Mohamed Kudus thing sent a lot of people over the edge, including myself. I literally could not believe that we went to Spurs with the begging bowl to say save our transfer window, because that's what it was deep down. Sullivan took the piss out the fans there. He literally, and then he put a statement out, and he turned around and said that well, you would sell Mohamed Kudus for 55 million after the way he played last year. It wasn't great for us last year, don't get me wrong, but we shouldn't be in that situation in the first place. Like he had a fucking Barclays loan fee thing that you had to pay on the 15th of July. Sullivan.
Oh.
He's run up a lot of debts and things like that, and I think it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before the bubble starts to burst. He has, yeah, mate. He has really. And the thing is, a lot of the fan base are starting to get the needle with it. Someone's planning something on the Friday night game when we play Chelsea. Obviously, we play Sunderland away. Then the first home game is on a Friday night against Chelsea, and I think they're going to organise a mass walkout or something because the fan base are not happy, mate. And he knows it, Sullivan. He fucking knows it because he knows the fan base is rattled big time, and they're trying to go after Harvey Elliott and another geezer up in Liverpool, and they're going to have to deliver something. But
that'd be a cracking signing if you get Harvey Elliott. That'd be a cracking signing.
Yeah. Well, what we're trying to do with that, we're trying to get him on loan with an obligation to buy the following year, sign Morton, because we just haven't got the money, mate. I think it's a buyer's market. I don't know about you boys, but it feels like a buyer's market. It feels like everyone can go out and buy, but you just can't fucking get rid of anyone. Do you know what I mean? And we've just got a load of crap that we just.
No one wants crap. That's the problem.
That's the thing, yeah. So
we've got so much shit and all.
The trouble is with us, we've got crap. We've got high extortionate wages.
Yeah.
We've got crap on crap, isn't it? Yeah, we've fucked us up. But yeah,
what's happening with Paqueta then? I thought he was.
He's got his gambling thing coming up, isn't he? Like apparently he's gonna get off with it, but if he gets off with it, then West Ham and him are gonna sue this shit at the FA, big time. Like it's gonna go on. Either way it goes, it's going to end bad. Let's put it like that. Because if he gets guilty, we lose the player. His career's gone. He's gone for a Burton, basically. If he gets not guilty, then he's going after the FA, right? Because he had a move to Man City lined up for about £80 million. West Ham are going to sue the FA.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and it's going to end bad for him. And it feels like I'm involved in a lot of betting stuff. I know a lot of betting firms and traders and things like that. And I think the FA are going to get him, going to do him on something so small, so they can't get sued. So you get like a 9-month ban, or a 6-month ban, and that'll be it. And then they can't get counter sued because I think what it is with the FA at the minute is they're shit scared that they're going to get counter sued. They can't find anything on him. Do you know what I mean? I bumped into a geezer, right? I'll tell you this quickly. I went to Cheshunt with the missus and her family the other week, and I bumped into a subscriber. 20s own TV. I was like, fucking hell. Right, I thought,
was he good or bad? Was he hello,
right,
James,
mate. He was all right.
Fuck off, James? Yeah.
No, he was all right, mate. He was all right. He said he was up there, and I met him in one of the amusement bits things, and he was all right, nice geezer. And he was talking about the Paqueta thing, and he said what it is. He was explaining it to me, and something he said, I thought, fucking, you're spot on, mate. The clips that they've got of him sort of saying about deliberately getting a yellow card, right? They've gone, yeah, you've got them ones. What about the other 50 where he's made fouls and the referee hasn't given a yellow card? And they've sort of gone after the referee and said the referee is inconsistent. And it's basically, they can't get the consistency level right.
Yeah.
And
basically, it is fucking inconsistent.
It is inconsistent. And the thing is, I think West Ham are going down that route, and the lawyers is very, very tricky at the minute. And that's another thing that's holding West Ham back. Because we don't know what we're doing with Paqueta. Do you know what I mean? We don't know whether we've got a sellable asset or he's fucking down the road. Do you know what I mean? So,
And you keep him Bowen by the looks of things, or do you reckon you go?
Bowen's staying, mate. Nick reckons he's going. He ain't going.
No, Nick, that's what I was listening to Nick the other day, and he reckons that Bowen's.
He was getting a lot of stick in the comments, mate. I'm still seeing the comments. I was like, nah, he ain't going nowhere, mate. Do you know what I mean? I think the only way he goes if we get relegated. So he ain't, or he gets divorced. One of the two. No, he ain't going.
That's not happening. I bloody hope you don't anyway, man. One, obviously, I've got an invested like for the club because my dad supports them, and two, I don't want West Ham.
It's just
I don't want West Ham.
What it is, I have it in my comment section quite a lot. People say to me, James, there's nothing you can do, right? The owners own the club. You just got to fucking deal with it. And I'm saying, well, basically, that's not the attitude at the end of the day. Because you can only, if you just sit there and do nothing,
it's your club.
If you do nothing and it all falls apart, then people say, well, why the fuck didn't no one do anything? Do you know what I mean? For me, I just feel like the club is a bit stagnated at the minute. It needs a fresh new owner with ambition. And, in life, you know this, like with managers, with owners, all good things come to an end, right? And I think he took us as far as.
Yes, I am with Arteta.
Do you know what I mean? Like, who's Arsenal's previous owner before the Kroenkes?
Yeah, Hillwood.
It was Hillwood, yeah.
Hillwood and,
So, like, when the Kroenkes come in, there was a bit more upbeat, maybe, like, where people think, oh, it's a new, fresh owner. I'm not saying that a new owner changes everything at West Ham, because he could come in and be a fucking disaster. But I think what it is with Sullivan, he's done so much shit, and he does the same thing over and over again. He's old school. And it's like, you can read him like a fucking book. Like,
you should have had Snoop Dogg.
Fucking any dog, mate, I do. Any dog have his day.
Yeah, as long as it's not called Win, innit? You know what I mean?
Fucking hell. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's not fucking Win the dog. But listen,
it's crazy though, isn't it? Our clubs, the way it's going though, it's crazy, isn't it? I mean, when you look at our clubs, and you just think to yourself, how we got in this? How we got to this? Do you know what I mean? Because like West Ham, even Man United. I mean, I reckon Spurs.
Our fault was last year. Right? Well, it is last year. We picked the wrong fucking manager, and like that's where. And our problem is we've set ourselves back about 3 years from last season. For one season of picking a shit manager and giving him 155 million to go and spend, and then that's all gone tits up. And now I do feel for Potter a little bit, because he's got like a recovery mission now. He's trying to go out. He's trying to find.
Do you know what as well? Can I flip that as well on an Arsenal thing before we do wrap up? So we'll wrap up in a sec. Signing the wrong manager, like you quite rightly say, I actually agree with you, can set you back. Keeping the manager can massively set you back. Yeah. And I actually think keeping Mikel Arteta after, let's just say even we give him another season after the 8-point bottle job, and we say he probably should have sacked him after finishing 2 points behind. Look at what happened last season and the season before that. Like, it sets back. In this transfer window, I'm sorry, we have watched Manchester City and Liverpool completely overtake us again. Yeah. We don't know how that's going to translate in terms of points and play.
Very
we
true.
Don't,
That's very true, you said that.
You know what I mean? But what we can do is probably go off of historical events and what's absolutely happened. Liverpool are champions while signing no one. Arsenal Football Club, we're just having a glorified summer like last summer. We signed last summer Mikel Merino and Calafiori. All we're doing is just having a better Mikel and Calafiori summer. Yeah. Madueke is the Calafiori of left backs. Madueke is the Calafiori of fucking left eights.
And do you know what you just said? Do you know what you just said there about if you hold the manager on for too long, it set you back? Yeah. It's very true, because when I look at the situation with us after Moyes, and the Moyes thing was like, fucking hell, you either loved him or hated him, and it was like in-house fighting with us. A bit like how it is with Arteta with yous at the minute, right? Because there was people like myself who was like, you can get rid of him, but just remember who the owner is. And there's people who are like Nick who fucking despised him. Do you know what I mean? Literally despised the geezer. So, you know, but what you're saying about Arteta and keeping him for too long, if you keep him for too long, you're only going to go backwards. Simple as that. Do you know what I mean? And the further you go backwards, it feels like to me that what you said earlier, it will have to take a big player like a Declan Rice or a Saka or a Saliba to say, no, I'm not dealing with this. And they might think, well, who's more important, the player or the manager? And they might get rid of the manager and think, you know what, let's try and keep this squad and get a better manager. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know how many fingers I'm keeping crossed for that? The legs are crossed, the toes are crossed, everything's fucking crossed.
Go to church, people.
I think just quickly, I think the only thing why people are so sort of gassed about this and calling it the best transfer window in the Premier era, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Is because of how quick the deals are happening. Because normally we, you know, in terms of the players that we brought in, Madueke, Kepa, and all of that, it's happened quite quick. So people are getting gassed over that. But at the end of the day, we haven't really gone and upgraded. You know, the only place, if we do get it over the line, is the Gyökeres. Nothing else has been upgraded. As you said, it's just the same old as last season. We have not improved one bit.
No, but having said that, I still think under a decent manager or a manager like any manager with the team Arsenal's got, even before we bought the players this summer, should have won a trophy. We should have at least won a trophy. There should have been silverware. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, there should have been silverware. That team was good enough to win silverware. And here we are, 6-7 years going into this season. And it's come full circle for me.
Yeah.
And the elephant in the room is Arteta. Elephant in the room is Arteta.
Common denominator.
That's it.
It's a common denominator. He's been there for the whole lot, and he's orchestrated the whole lot. He's just orchestrated a really bad fucking team that don't win anything. Well, no, not really bad team. That's unfair. Or not a team that's not good enough.
Yeah,
that's what he's done.
Tactically, how he's, because as I said, 2022-23 season, we was playing scintillating football.
Yeah,
what's happened? Do you know what I mean?
He shit his pants because we were too defensively fragile, and then he made us too defensively solid that we can't score a goal. So 22 goals down on last season. The stats are there.
We'll see what happens if we do get Gockers over the line. Yeah, he's going to have to play to his strengths. If he's going to carry on doing the same thing as he's done last season, forget it.
Yeah, facts. We are going to raid Lee Gunner, give him a Crouchy raid, yeah? We are going to raid our Lee, Peter Crouchy raid, you know, our very, very slim, skinny friend, Lee Gunner, El Capitan. Give him a raid, you know, Skeletano. Come on. Big up to everyone.
Big up everyone. Big up the chat.
DJB, thank you very much for jumping.
Yeah, no worries, Aaron. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
James, always a pleasure. Nulski. Yeah.
Big up, guys.
Take it easy. Big up the chat.
And the world-class chat, man. Thank you very much as well.
Take care, man.
Every single one of you. Thank you very, 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 very much. Appreciate it.
I'm off to my bed. Take care.
Sweet boy.